All right, everybody, welcome back. Sorry, we're a little bit late there on the start, but welcome back to True City Fan TV. We are going to discuss the Napoli game yesterday. We Manchester City won the game. They won 2-0. So we got a panel here to discuss. Great game. There was an early red card, which kind of knocked the wind out of Napoli's sails, but hey, man, they committed the foul, so you got to pay the consequences. And after that, in the second half, we scored a couple of goals. Phil Foden, beautiful pass to Erling Haaland, and then Jeremy Doku continues his great form. He scored a goal off of a nice little pass from Tijani Reinders, and we 3 points in our first Champions League game. So we're keeping the positive momentum, and we'll just keep going from there. So we have Adam with us right now, Adam the Fraud. Happy birthday, Adam. Are you there?
Thank you very much. I slightly calmed down.
That back. That was rude of me to say on your birthday, but happy birthday.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm still young. I'm not old enough like Patrick.
Hey, don't say that. I'm older than Patrick.
Patrick lied on his birth certificate. I don't believe it, man, but what did I miss?
No, I just started. I just got the show started. Sorry, I had a little work issue, but all that good stuff. But yeah, what you were on the watch along yesterday, so we got some of your thoughts live. But I don't know, maybe you watched it again back. I don't know. Some people do that.
No, I didn't get. To be honest with you, I didn't get that much chance to. I was busy from yesterday, and also today. Also, celebrate.
You've been celebrating a couple of days for your birthday. You might
2
as well.
days, yesterday and today.
Yeah, you might as well. Sorry, I gotta. The cat's joined the stream. She's.
I swear you have two, isn't it? Or is it Patrick that has two?
No, I just have the one cat. There he is, Mateus.
Today he's looking like Harry
Friday
Potter
night,
today.
He's got his drink. We thought you'd be joining us from the pub.
No. I'm drinking water. I'm drinking water.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of clear alcohol out there.
Yeah. I need to calm down a bit. Yeah, 4 days without drinking so far. So the aim is to get 10 days without drinking.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, well, you're almost halfway there, so that's a good timestamp. Too bad we got a big game coming up on Sunday, but we're going to talk about that in another stream. Today, let's just focus on Napoli. Let's keep the positivity going. Let's see. We got someone's asking about Hamza. Hamza has been sent the link, but we haven't heard back from him yet. So Hamza may come on. He has access to the link, so hopefully we'll see him. But so were you at the game last night, Mateus, or?
No. I didn't go yesterday. I was working. I work until late. I finish work around 10ish. Had a lot of meetings, to be fair. To be honest, throughout the whole week, I kept thinking the game, for some reason, the game was away, because I had in my mind that we would play Monaco first, and that Monaco game is away from home. So I kept, throughout the last 2 weeks, I kept thinking that we would have been playing Monaco, then Napoli at home, not the other way around. But when I think what Elliot messaged me, I think it was on Tuesday, and I think he was talking about the game, and I clocked in. I was like, oh, the game is at home. But no, I couldn't make it for Thursday. I was working, and to be fair, I was saving a bit of money because I'm going to Arsenal on Sunday. I'm going to the Emirates.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I kind of need to save a bit of money, to be fair, because we're not getting paid until next week. Payday is only next Friday, so I'm a bit skinned. But no,
I know that feeling.
Yeah, I was watching. I think I watched the first half in my office. Then I watched the second half at home, and it was a game of two halves, in my opinion. I don't think we played particularly well in the first half. Even after the red card, we were playing a bit too slow, a bit too passive at times. We were listen, you need to give credit to Napoli. They're the champions of Italy for a reason. They're a very good team. but when they were playing down to 10 men, I expect the team to move the ball a bit quicker. But in the second half, yeah, we were a much better team. And I think we increased the tempo. And Pep, once again, just like he did against Man United, he made some good adjustments in terms of his tactics and he paid off. So, yeah, happy to get a clean sheet again. Donnarumma looked comfortable. He didn't, to be fair, he didn't really have much to do, did he? Let's face it.
Yeah, he had that one. There was that one chance in the first half. I think when they still had 11 men. Yeah, he made the save, but I don't think he got challenged the rest of the game.
That was a pretty basic save. I've seen
Yeah,
the
it was
reaction.
nothing spectacular.
I've seen the
It was just
reaction
like, oh, well, you have
online.
to make that.
Yeah. I've seen the reaction online. People were just going to
Yeah, the glazing.
I think the reason why they were overreacting is because they've spent 8 years watching a goalkeeper that can't make saves, and now and I told you last year, I said as soon as we buy a shot stopper, these fan base will milking on them. Why? Because they've spent the last 80 years didn't expect much the goalkeeper making saves. Do you know what I mean? He was good with his feet, but when it comes to actually making big saves, he wasn't there. So yeah, I think what surprised me the most in that game was that the lineup. I thought he would make a few changes, to be fair, and he kind of stuck with the same team. I thought fair play to him. I think he made the change pretty early. He took Rodri after the 60th minute.
Yeah, 60th minute. Yeah, I thought he would rotate in this game. I caused a little bit of a meltdown.
Yeah,
in our fan base because I said he was finished on the club because I thought Nico G was going to start the game. Like I genuinely just thought he was going to. But call me naive, call me stupid. I don't know. I don't know Pep after all these years, but I thought that was a good chance to rotate Rodri a little bit. And so
yeah. Well, to be fair, I was kind of glad he didn't, because I feel like he against Napoli he kind of went with the strongest team. So in the end, he managed to get he managed to give some players a rest. I was surprising to see Foden play the whole 90 minutes.
yeah, I was too.
Yeah, I thought after the 80th minute he might have took him off. But listen,
Where's Martin?
yeah. To be fair to
everybody
Foden,
wants Martin on.
Yeah, he didn't play much of football, did they? The last season, and he even at the start of the season, he didn't really start. I don't think he was on the bench against Wolves, neither against Spurs, or even against Brighton. Was it? He only just came back against Man United. So, nah, I think overall,
What about this point here? It
yeah,
says there's a basic save, but watch how he pushed Hoyland before the corner kick, something Eddie never did. Did you notice that? I personally didn't notice it.
I've been saying quite a lot. Like when you're a goalkeeper, especially in the Premier League, yeah, when you're a goalkeeper, especially in the Premier League, whenever there is a corner, you've got the advantage.
Where's Martin? Where's Pat?
Yeah,
Pat can't make it tonight. I sent Martin the link. I don't know if
you've got the
show up.
advantage. The reason why you've got the advantage in corners, any slight touch from the opposition, you can claim that as a foul, and the referee will give it to you. But we never seem to see Edison coming out from his own goal. Yeah, even if you remember that save he made in the Champions League final, he was just on his own goal. The ball was coming through and he made the save, which was a brilliant save. But he never seems to come out and claim the ball. Against Arsenal, Kyle Walker was fighting with bloody Gabriel. All he has to do, yeah, is come out the goal. Any slight touch from Arsenal players, yeah, the referee will give you a foul. But I'm glad. See, I think that comes down with it. I think Donnarumma has more experience than Ed. Donnarumma has been playing at the top level since he was 18. But yeah, it was an interesting game. It was a very interesting game.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, cat just yanked my headphones. Yeah, it was definitely it was kind of a chess match when it was 11 v 11. But then once the red card happened, which by the way, what's a red card? Let's it wasn't some generous call for us or whatever, but like that definitely changed the scope of the game. But I think it was kind of an interesting angle because we haven't really faced a low block yet this season or that kind of defense. So I think that kind of got the juices going, and I think that'll benefit us for this weekend. We'll have another stream to discuss the Arsenal game, but it was good kind of practice for what we think maybe how they'll set up. But yeah, I was also very surprised the lineup didn't change at all. I figured like maybe one or two would have changed. Again, probably naive of me to think Rodri would sit, but for me, it's literally just fitness. I mean, if he's good enough, I think he's good enough to play every game. Obviously, if he's the best in the world, and I think the only thing keeping him out of the lineup would be fitness. I just thought it was a little too many games too soon. Because we did that in the Club World Cup and he got injured. So I just don't want to repeat that. That's literally all where it's come from. Like, obviously he's the starter. Like, I don't think Nico G is better than him. I'm sure that people are starting to think that, but I don't think that at all. He's in the squad. Kava's injured, use him, just use him. But he did use him. He played the last 30 minutes of the game, thought he did fine.
I think
very impressed with Phil Foden.
Well.
Tell us about Phil Foden yesterday. I want to hear your thoughts on Foden.
I think in the first half, I think in the first half, him, Foden, and Vardy were the only outstanding players. Really, I think Foden were trying to make things happen. There was a few occasions in the first half where he was asking the ball in the buckets, and no one was really seeing him. But I think he in the first half he was one of the best bunch. In the second half, he improved quite a lot. I think the tempo of the game improved a lot. In the first half, it was a bit confusing because I was watching that game and I feel like people.
How dare you disrespect Eddie? Uh-oh. Ederson lovers are coming out.
Ederson's
not good. Was it not a goalkeeper?
He's not our greatest goalkeeper, mate. If you think Ederson is our greatest goalkeeper, then you need to have a good look at yourself in the mirror. Do you know what I mean? I've seen better playing for this football
respect
club,
Joe Hart.
trust me. But yeah, I think in the first half there was a problem, and the problem, it was your captain.
The knives come out. I actually thought the first half went okay. I thought we were creating chances, and I just think their keeper made a ton of really good saves. But I do think we were creating enough chances and we should have scored a goal, but he made some heroic saves.
I don't think there were clear-cut chances.
But or certainly with like Holland and some of the talent we have, like you think they'd convert one of those chances.
Yeah, but I don't think there were clear-cut chances. It was more like Ruben Diaz span across in the box. I think Gusanov put across. I think he was trying to do a Kyle Walker where he just hits it really hard and hope the ball hits someone. Do you know what I mean? And but there were no really clear-cut chances apart from that deflection where we kind of thought the ball would go in. But great reflex by the goalkeeper, by the way. But I don't think we were playing well at all in that first half, and I feel like the team, because if you remember in the first half, I don't think Doku had much of the ball. He didn't have much of the joy. He was kind of just stuck in the touchline, and every time he had the ball, there was two players coming at him, and there was no really real support because I think was his name Nico Riley was trying to play in between the pockets. He was trying to be the extra man in the box, and Josko Vardy wasn't pushing too far up. If you remember in the second half, Josko Vardy was some sort of playing like a left back because Nico Riley was in the box, and Gusanov had that support with Josko Vardy in that. Even when Nathan Akin came onto the pitch, it was pretty much the same. But that's the problem. We seems to go way too much into the left-hand side. Obviously, Jeremy Doku's in good form, but there's not much going on into the right-hand side. If you remember,
it's been a problem for years, though.
And if you remember,
ever since we lost Mahrez, I feel like that right side.
If you remember, I was just about to say, if you remember in the 4-pit season, it was pretty much left-hand side. In that, he was just playing towards the Doku side, and I think going to Sunday, we need to find a balance. We need to have some threat coming to the right hand side as well, just in case. Because let's face it, Arsenal has a much better defense than Napoli. They know how to defend, and we need to have threats coming from both sides of the pitch, not just one. Because if they nullified the left hand side, then there's not much we can do on the right hand side, because Bernardo Silva is not going to take anyone on. Your man, your nan, yeah, your grandmother can be anyone's left back, and Bernardo Silva will never take them on. Never. The guy can't do it. He can't do it. All he does is receive the ball, give a billion touches in the ball, do a 360 and pass it backwards. It doesn't take anyone on. So I think we need to improve on that aspect. But overall, listen, it's 2 wins out of 2, clean sheets. And I think the team is finding a good dynamic now. He's getting back to the winning ways, and it's nice to see. Nice to see it. And one thing I'm very pleased, and over the past 2 games, especially in the second half, Pep has been make the right adjustments in the team, and he's making the right substitutions as well. So listen, there's not much to complain. I think we just need to take one game at a time, and hopefully we can get a result on Saturday.
Yeah. I see what you mean. I do think the right side has been an issue for a while, but
Yeah.
we just have to accept it. Bernardo's going to be starting all these games. We just have to, that's just going to happen.
Yeah.
I personally prefer him to be kind of out on the wing and not. I don't want him in the midfield right now. I just personally, I think we need the physicality, especially
not against Arsenal. Not against Arsenal. You can't have against Arsenal. You can't have, if you're playing forward in the sort of number 10 role, you cannot have a Bernardo Silva now.
Also, you need somebody to protect Rodri.
Yeah,
because I think they're going to target him.
We need some, because Arsenal is a very physical team. They if you remember when we went to the Emirates last I think it was last season, I think we were playing well in the second half. Even if you remember in the second half, we came out of the second half, we were 1-0 down. We came out, we scored a goal, and we were kind of controlling the game. It was just that mistake from forward, and where he was trying to play the ball close to Marmoush, Thomas Partey intercept, and they scored, and the whole momentum of the game changed. But yeah, Arsenal is a very physical team. I feel like, for me, I would bring on Nico Gonzalez into that midfield, because I think up until this, I think the Brighton game, he's been the guy who's been covering the most grounds and win most of duels, to be fair.
What do we think of Tijani Reinders? And all that's been taste, but we also have we have Murad and Prophet who've also joined. So give us your thoughts on the game, but also on Tijani Reinders. I'm curious, because I think he was a little better in this game instead of. I think he's getting better. Slowly.
I think he seems to struggle quite a bit, Tijani Reinders, but I can't overlook into that, because he's a new player. It will take time. Listen, just because he had a very good game against Wolves doesn't mean he would crack on playing like that and throughout the entire season. Of course, he seems to still find his fit. He still seems to understand how this team plays, and I don't think he has been that bad, but I don't think he's been great. I think he's just been okay. There's a lot of room for improvement, especially with the ball. The decision making needs to improve. A few aspects in this game, he doesn't win that many duels, does it? But there's one thing he does really well, is always making those running behind. If you look at Johnny Ryan's, it doesn't matter where the ball is, he's always pointing, put the ball there, because he wants to score goals, and that's something that I like to see from our midfielders. But listen, he's a new player. I don't think he's been horrific, but He has shown us flashes that he can be a great player for us throughout the Club World Cup and also in the first game of the season. And I think, listen, he's going to have a great season. I've got no doubt about that. I think we just need to be a bit patient with him. And once he start clicking, because you need to realize that the first 3 games he played alongside Nico Gonzalez, and I think Nico Gonzalez and Bernardo Silva. Now he's moving to midfield to play with Rodri and Foden.
Yeah, those are much better players at this
You know what I
stage.
mean? It will take a bit of time to adapt it. Let's give Tijani Reinders a couple of more games, and then we can start taking from there.
I agree. Prophet, I'm bringing this comment up. I want to get your thoughts on this. What about Husanov? What do you think of him yesterday or the game in general?
Well, he's brilliant, isn't it? When he came into the side January, there was an obvious improvement. The only shock is, why on earth didn't he get more minutes? He disappeared for an extended period of time. Came back in the Club World Cup, looked a bit shaky, but no surprises there because without game time, you're not going to look very sharp, right? So he's there. Ideally, I wouldn't want him at left back, but guess what? Or right back, I should say. But guess what? I can't play Rico Lewis there. And
I don't think we can play Nunes there very much. Although yesterday would have been interesting because down to 11 men, we might have been able to get away with Nunes because he wouldn't have had to do any defending really. And I'm going to say it, I'd rather have Nunes making crosses in the box than Husanov. I thought that was the weirdest part of yesterday for me is like seeing Husanov pushing high and wide. I was just like, what?
Yeah. I thought what he would have done is after we scored the first goal, I thought he would take Josko Vardy off and put Nunes and just move it Kusanov into the centre back position, just to give that Josko Vardy a little bit more rest. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
So, yeah.
I don't have an issue with Nunes playing as long as Kusanov is the right-sided centre back. Yeah. But if Kusanov is not playing the right-sided centre back, then who is going to do it? John Stones doesn't have the legs. Diaz never had the legs. So Nunes, you can't afford a Nunes unless Kusanov is the right back. But if we're insisting on playing Ruben Diaz, then Kusanov, he has to start. Whichever role he plays, he just has to be there. Because even yesterday, I saw him coming to save the day in the box. So Kusanov is just
Martin,
supreme.
come on whenever you want.
So he has to start every single game. I heard Mateo speaking about Reinders, and we're asking for patience. It's funny that only certain players we ask for patience. Nico G comes in, nothing major in terms of errors, but we hear that he's not so good and he's a flop. But we see a guy comes in, he plays a few games. One game looks good, and even for that game, the first 20, 30 minutes, he was all over the place. And then subsequent games, he has moments where he should take the shot, and then he's passing. A lot of confusion, but fine. We say give him the time, give him the time. He's a new player. Mind you, he's 26 or 27. But Nico G comes in, plays that same position, number 8. He's not a 6. He's being used in the 6, so we're trying to turn him into a hybrid.
Yeah.
I can't remember him having a bad game in terms of passing, right? He's back to the
me neither.
have a little issue there, here and there, that we can see. But you're not seeing people just nicking the ball off him like that. You're not seeing his close control bouncing a mile off him. But he gets cursed. There's an issue. Nico G is a flop. But Reinders, the fan base likes Reinders. Pep loves Reinders. Therefore, guess what? He has been absolute trash, right? But guess what? I'm willing to give him time. It's just the case that the fan base, where is the time given to other players when they come here? Nunes came in, not even Nunes had such a bad game in midfield. The only mistake I can remember from Nunes playing in midfield was, I think it was against Wolves. We were already leading 5.
And when he started,
and he dropped back. Yeah, he was having a great game, but he went deep and he collected.
Yeah.
Edison passed him a ball and he slipped. Yeah, John Stone slipped against Spurs. We don't hear anything. So
Oh yeah.
Nunes.
No, he slipped against Brighton, right? And that allowed one of the goals. Also, this is not my job. This is still Patrick's channel. I'm just running a stream for him because he has to work, so he went to bed. And the boys really wanted to recap. That's all that is. But this is still Patrick's channel. I have not taken over. Just wanted to clarify that. Martin says he's on his way. Let's hear from Morad, because Morad, I think your internet's been dropping a little bit. So let's hear you why you have internet. I want to hear what you have to say about the game.
No, let's Prophet finish. He was talking about.
I thought he was. My bad.
So Nunes didn't get any chance, and every single bad pass that he makes, there's and everybody throwing up their hands. Cannot see that for Reinders, and Reinders has made many in these few games. Last 3-4 games, he has made many. Dueling obviously isn't his thing, but fine. He has a bit of pace, so I guess with quote unquote time, we're hoping he will get better. But where is this for Nico G? Right? Can we afford that kind of midfield play versus Arsenal come this Sunday? Against Napoli, went down to 10 men. Things worked out. We take the 3 points and we move. Can we afford to do that against the Arsenal midfield? Yeah? But maybe we'll get away with it because we know that Arteta is a coward. So, and he's under immense pressure.
I think he's scared.
I don't think he's going to come and try. They're not going to play through midfield. I can tell you that. What they're hoping is maybe we'll push high and they can slide a few balls down the channel. But if we are wise, as we have been for the last 2 games, we're not going to give them that either. So
I think they'll play for corners.
Yeah, and set pieces.
Set piece and long throw.
Yeah.
So once we give Doku the freedom, we give Foden the freedom to do what he's doing. Haaland, we're getting him more and more involved how he likes to play. So yeah, we can get something, no bozos, and we should be fine. Because at the end of the day, I hear some fans talking about a draw. We are not looking for
no.
We need 3 points. Anyhow we can get it. It is 3 points because Arsenal has to come at us because they can't come to the Emirates and sit back because they need the 3 points as well.
Yeah.
So
Jamaica. Shouting out Jamaica in the chat.
I'd rather go out there and give everything for the win and not lose, and then just go and set up there for the draw. Draw is boring. I hate draw.
I don't think we should be
set up for a draw usually. Yeah, I know he did in the derby last year at OT, but
we need to go.
I don't think he'll do that. I don't think he's scared of Arteta. I really don't.
No.
For some odd reason, he was scared of Emerim, but I don't think he's scared of Arteta. I think we may draw the game, we may lose it, but I don't think it'll be because we set up to draw. I think it'll be because
can you all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
The game against Napoli was very good. I liked the way we played, especially the second half. Foden was good, Haaland was good, but against Arsenal, I think the only reason we can lose that game is because of their physicality. Can we match their physicality? Arsenal are physical team. They use that a lot. Even when they play against Nottingham Forest, they use their physicality a lot. But the problem we have right now is right winger, especially the side where Bernardo Silva is playing right now.
We don't have against Bernardo on the right wing.
No. I'm not against Bernardo playing against Arsenal is right wing. The problem is we don't have a player like a dog who can walk like a dog and also can attack. You know what I mean. The only player we have is Safinio, and he always switch off when other teams attack us. That's the problem. That's the only reason. That's one of the reasons Beb mentioned Bob and Safinio. He always switch off when the other teams attack us. And the only reason he's playing Bernardo Silva right wing is Bernardo Silva always defends. That's the only reason. That's why That's why he will play Bernardo Silva as a right wing.
Yeah, I get it. I get it, the defensive side, but we need something in the attack as well, because the defensive side can keep you in game, but the attack wins your game. Because
You know, you are right. You are
right now we
Yeah,
only got
Marmoush out too.
we only seems to threaten the opposition from the left hand side. There is nothing going on the right hand side, and we've seen that problem, and even from on the 4-pit season, on the 4 in a row season, everything was just going through one side.
If you only see the last game against Napoli, the right wing was nothing. No, it was
There
nothing
was
there.
nothing there.
Yes, the other problem we have is that one of the best options we have against Arsenal is Haaland. Haaland he has to play very well against
Wait a
Arsenal.
second.
Not because no.
No, you said
Hold
we're
on.
a better team without Haaland.
Anti-Haaland man. This is the anti-Haaland man, right?
Listen to me, guys.
This is a Haaland guy.
Listen to me, guys. Listen to me, guys. You all think that I'm against Haaland. Haaland is a good player in terms of
And we're
scoring,
better
in
without
terms
him.
of
We have him on
running
the record.
channel. He's a very good player, but scoring only goals will not survive us right now against Arsenal. He has to do much more than scoring goals. He has to make defenders think about him. He must. He have to make whether Saliba or Gabriel out of the situation. You have to come out to get the ball like he did against United. So in order to Doku have space to attack.
I came up with the term. I think Bernardo is a defensive right winger. Do you think that's a fair statement?
That's just a lot of nonsense.
Well, because he's not offering a lot in the attack. Do you think?
No, you also need.
Like I said, I need a tactical breakdown of this to.
You also need to understand
Spartacus, and we need
that
him.
our assistant coach, Pep Linders, he always plays 3 strikers. Always, even when you go back to Liverpool games. I was watching one of the Liverpool games. I was like Mane and Salah. They started the game as a winger, but during the game they always play as a inside winger, inside forward. That's why Doko is playing very good this time. That's why he's not playing as a touchline winger. He's coming inside to get the ball. That's why Haaland is a very important player in this system. He needs to connect it.
Wait, what?
I have a question.
We sent Hamza the link. We didn't fall out with him. Hamza has the link. I don't know. He might be busy to address that comment.
I want to ask a question. How has this guy moved from we need to bench Haaland and sell him to Haaland is a good player? What has happened? You have taken your pills today. What is happening?
Bro. I don't criticize players the way they play until I recognize what system we are playing. This system we are playing is not about creating or the midfielders we are playing. It's not about. That's why City fans are saying what Rangers are doing. The Rangers is doing the work that they need right now. It's doing very good.
I don't think you're gonna have.
He's running with the ball. He's tackling. Is giving the team energy, but the team wants like a Kevin De Bruyne bus, not anymore. This system we are playing, the attackers are the creatives. Look, all the goals we are scoring, all of them were attacker creating to attacker. United game, Brighton game. Even if you see the Tottenham game, the chance we are missing, it was attacking player, assisting to other attacking player. It's not about midfielder. That's why he hired Pep Linders. One of the reasons he hired them is because he knew that our midfielders cannot create like used to be, like Kevin De Bruyne, like Gundogan. So attacking players will become more crucial against Arsenal. They need to connect each other.
Well, so much for a Napoli recap. We just went straight to Arsenal. We don't need to do shit tomorrow, do we? All right, guys, the moment you've been waiting for. We got Martin. They were asking for you in the chat. They really wanted you to come on, Martin. So you were at the game. Can you give us some cool? Maybe there's some things we missed on the TV. We've been giving Foden some praise. We've been giving Haaland some praise. We discussed Tijani a little bit. We're worried about the right hand side of the attack. What kind of thoughts do you have from last night?
No, yeah, good evening. No, like you said, Foden. I'm not going to come in and ask for receipts. I'm not going to do the receipts bit. I won't do that.
He wants to.
No,
I know you want to.
And I know Mateus
he
is sat
wants
there
it.
grinning.
Look,
He's
look at
grinning like a little Cheshire cat.
you want the receipts, don't you?
No.
I know what
It
you
is
like.
what
Getting ready to clip everybody. I don't
Hey,
know, man. Let's not be two forces going at
No,
each other because Mateus has notebooks on everybody.
I was very pleased. I don't listen to me. I think City were in control from minute one. I think they were in control. The way he set KDB up was very weird. Yeah, KDB as a deep line in midfield, which was
I noticed
yeah.
that.
It's like, well, what are you doing with
Bizarre.
that? And I don't know. KDB looked really awkward from the minute he got off the bus. KDB looked like he'd come back. You know when you can come back a bit too soon, and the whole
like
emotion was in his head. I meant emotion-wise.
Do you know why he's done that? Do you know? I think the issue that we have in terms of one ball over the top into the runners. I feel like because he set up right. Let's sit deep. As soon as we're in the ball, our wide player just making the runs. But I need KDB to be that person to launch that ball over the top.
Yeah, no, I can imagine him doing that, but he just KDB didn't seem to want it from minute one. He looked very subdued. It was very weird because I had a couple of mates, one of them, Kelsey, who comes on the shows, and the texted during the show going, "What's up with Kevin?" I'm like, no idea. He just doesn't look like he wants to be here right now. It was probably very weird for him. But
I
no,
think
I was very
still be on
pleased.
City.
Yeah.
I think he still wants to be a Manchester City player, and we
yeah, just like I said, I think if it was like May time, he's coming back different. I think it was he only left like 2 months ago, so he's probably like, this is weird.
I think he only played 2 games for Napoli, and this is the first Champions
League.
Yeah,
he's probably not fit. He's not fit. He's not sort of fitted in there yet, as he sort of like become part of the furniture.
Yeah,
he's still.
Yeah, and then he comes
learning.
back, and like the whole stadium's cheering for him. They're singing "Oh, Kevin De Bruyne"
his
when he subs
Champions
off.
League
Like
game for a new club is against your old club in your old ground, and the fans singing your name from minute one. And he'd be like, "Fucking hell, I'm playing on your position side." You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's coming back in 3 months to open his statue and all that. So
really?
Very weird. Yeah, the statue's going up outside the new extension. So when that gets opened, it's going to go out there, I believe. What? So no, I was very pleased. I was pleased he kept it on. Well, I knew Wednesday he was going with unchanged.
Which, where are they putting the statue? What side of the ground?
The north stand.
Really?
I believe.
Oh, God, they should come the right stand.
I believe. Oh, he's going somewhere, right? Because like I said, they are running out of room on the other side. You can't fit another one in there. Jesus.
Have you seen
we'll be putting them everywhere soon.
There's no even way for people walk anymore because of that hotel and that.
No, well, everyone just stands hanging around these statues now, and they use them as like putting cups on it. It's a bit disrespectful, actually, but people just use it as sitting on.
Don't worry, we will get one more statue in this era because after Phil Foden's back.
No, I think you'll get. Well, I think you'll be looking at Pep and Watson as well, whether they'll get one. But no, I was pleased. It was an unchanged team. I thought it was exactly
I think it was exactly you just named this one of the stands. To be fair,
yeah.
I was pleased with the way we played. Yes, I know Napoli had a couple. They weren't really causing us any problems beforehand. It was a typical Conte European performance, as I called it. Very defensively, very sat back. I think he came for a point, and a point was what he was trying to get. And as soon as it went to 10 men, it was game over for him. Milinkovic-Savic was pulled off 2 great saves, one from his own guy and one obviously from O'Reilly's header. But I was very pleased with the way we played. Rodri still getting back to fitness. Love the way he did the
that's going to be an
subs.
issue for a few weeks, I think.
I think
Or a few months.
Foden.
Might even be a few months.
The thing with Foden's happy now. Foden's smiling, and that's why Pep talked about. You know, I think of all weeks, Phil Foden needed this week out of everything. I know the Ricky Hatton thing really bothered him quite a lot, really affected him because he was very close to him. But he was just smiling, and Haaland's just Erling Braut Haaland right now. And what I like about the system is we've seemed to have found a way of getting the big man involved in the game more, which is something we needed to do. And I think
what do you think about that right wing, Martin? Do you think the right wing is an issue or no?
No, I
thought
Bernardo was better last night than what he was in the derby. For the derby, I thought Bernardo was actually all right last night. Because what are your options? Semenyo's not really on the right anymore because when he comes on the left. And then you got Oscar Bob.
Would you try Jeremy Doku on the right?
I wouldn't change Doku at all at the minute. Why change that? For me, Doku, it's quite clear Pep Linders has got into Doku now. Yeah. And maybe this is what it takes. Like I said, I understand people were upset and they were a bit panicky, but we were still, someone kept saying, it's 3 games. I understand, you know, they were still feeling each other out, and it still may happen. Now, where does listen coming on? I'd take a point on Sunday and get out of town, really. You know, do I want to win? Of course I do. But I don't mind, you know, going there, 30% possession and try and snatch a win. I'm not bothered about the performances anymore. I'm bothered about getting the wins. Let's just get the wins, get out of town.
I think
because this is an important week.
Yeah, I don't think take a point is the issue, but I don't want to go out there and set up for the draw.
Like I said, I don't think he's going to set up for a draw. But
I don't think we'll ever set up for a draw.
Yeah.
I think we'll set up in a more. It's not even defensively, but a less possession-based game.
I think in a more smart way and pick the game in the right moment.
Also, the first goal is more important.
And I wouldn't change the 11 either. The same 11 for me goes out.
No, I would make a change in there.
Also, first goal is very important.
Can I just reply to this low guy in the chat? He keeps mentioning my name.
Oh yeah, he's saying that he silenced the Ederson hater with the Nobbins video. Did you watch the Nobbins video?
Listen, if you genuinely need watching someone else's video in order to have an opinion on a football player or in football in general, then there is something wrong with you, fella. Nobbs is not tactical expert. He's just a YouTuber and content creator, and he gives his own opinion in his video. His opinion is based on what he watches. It's down to you whether you agree or not. If you need to watch someone else give his opinion in order for you to make your own opinion, fella, you won't survive in this world, man. Listen, if you think Ederson is a great goalkeeper, great, happy days for you. I don't think he is, and that's what I watch. That's what I see on the football pitch, mate. You have to be able. You as a human being, I'll give you one advice. You as a human being, you have to be able to have your own opinion. Without being interfered by other people. Fella. Grow up. Anyway, go on, Martin.
Here's another. Mateus can't argue about it. Okay. He keeps bringing up the Nobbins video. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but apparently that's the be all and end all.
Jesus. If you say I don't think X, Y, and Z are good enough. Oh my God, disrespect. Oh, he hates. Jesus Christ.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think Foden will start central?
Yeah, Foden was central yesterday. Yeah,
I don't
Bernardo kind of alternated, but I think Foden played the majority in the mid.
I don't think he will start in central.
Nah, he will. Why would you?
let me tell you. Did you hear what he said? The press conference after the game. Paul. He said the first half it was supposed to be played in center. The Bev told him to switch to Bernardo Silva to play center when they got a red card. That he will say he's supposed to play as a right wing against Napoli. That's what he said in Pauline Moore.
Oh, I missed that.
What?
Oh, we
Sorry.
got a question for you, Martin. They're saying, is there any injury news, and are you going to Arsenal?
No, I'm away. I was meant to be going to Arsenal, but I had to turn it down because I had
Oh
family
yeah,
commitments.
Mr. I got invited to a box.
That's why I think Pauline will play as a right wing, and he will play Rodri, Tijani Reinders, and Bernardo Silva because of the physicality. You know what?
No.
You know what Arteta will do. You know what Arteta, he will play 3 DMs. Arteta will play 3 DMs.
Yeah, I
No.
have a strong feeling they're going to try to target Rodri.
No,
So I'm a little nervous about that.
if you look at I think if you look the past two games, there's kind of been a very good chemistry between Foden and Erling Haaland. If you see,
I know
Foden's
that.
trying to play,
I know that.
Foden's
But I
trying
want
to play
to get the result.
the balls
I
through
know
every
that.
time Erling Haaland's making the run, and
I know
he
that.
won't be
But
able
we are
to
in a
do
tricky
that if he's
situation.
on the right hand side. In my opinion, you just have to keep
I
Foden
know that.
where
I
he's
know that.
playing
I
and
agree
Doku
with
as
you.
well.
I agree with you. But we are in a tricky situation. If we lose that game, we are out of title. Because of they are 9 behind against Liverpool at that time. If they win against Everton. That's why, and also because of Arsenal are the physical team, especially in the midfield. That's why we need to start Tijani Reinders, Nico G, or Rodri. Or Rodri, Tijani Reinders, Bernardo Silva. We
Mm.
need legs in there. We
But
need
you
to,
can
we
still
need guys.
do that.
No. What? Yes. What also we need is we need a players who can tackle and run with the ball. I know. If you ask me what I want, I will play for him, but not in this game. This game we need to get a result, even as ugly way.
But you can still do that. If
Sorry,
Foden,
hang on. Whoa. Is he saying drop Foden?
yeah,
No.
yeah,
I didn't say drop Foden. I say play him as a right wing.
as a right winger, he said to push Foden into the right hand side.
Yes, so he can.
So
He can
hang
run.
on. He's just had 2 man of the match performances in the
Yeah.
midfield.
No. Listen to me. Look what we are. No.
Okay, let's save the
We
Arsenal
need.
talk for tomorrow. We're gonna have a just separate
No.
show.
Yeah,
Listen to
I
me.
don't
I agree
I
with you.
don't agree moving forward into the right hand
Never
side,
mind.
man.
No. I
Yeah,
agree with you. But we're also in a trick situation.
Spoiler. Team surprising.
Even if you watch back, Matthew, even if you watch back Man United, the game we play against Man United, if you watch back, we lost almost second balls at that game. We couldn't contain Man United
and
physical. Look back,
what? I don't know.
we
You
lost a lot of
watched a
second
different
balls.
game than me. You watched a
No, we
different
lost a
game.
lot of second balls.
So this guy
We know that.
thinks we're better without Holland.
No, listen to me. We lost a lot of second balls even against United. We are not quite there. Also, we are in a tricky situation. Arsenal can afford to lose that game. We can't afford to lose that game. We need to get a result, even if it's draw. I'm not saying drop falling. I'm just saying we need, because of our defense is very shaky right now. We need to play strong
What?
midfield.
What?
Strong midfield like Nico G
No, we
or
should just stick with the same. Because
But what
Foden's
defense?
creating a lot of chances. Do we notice in that
Which-
game he's starting to create a lot more?
you
So-
have
sorry,
to
sorry,
Foden,
sorry.
Why
man.
would
I've
you
got
get that wide?
what defense? What defense is shaky? We've looked stronger than we've looked in 18 months at the back for the last 2 games.
Yeah,
Do we
we've
think
been
that's
pretty
because
good
of
at the back.
Donnarumma?
I think we've been quite good.
Oh, it's because we're not doing the tippy tappy out from the back anymore. We're not.
No,
We're letting the actual
I didn't.
defenders be
I
defenders.
didn't say that. Against playing Napoli, our defense is very strong because Napoli is a very average team. We play against Arsenal, one of the most physical teams in the league. You need to have a physical midfield in the middle of the back. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
And we
listen,
played.
I
And we played
agree.
against Napoli
I agree
23 games.
when you said that
And
we need
Napoli is
to
the
have some
average team. Listen to
physicality.
me. No, are we kidding ourselves?
That's
Napoli
where
is the average team.
listen, I agree with the way you're saying we need to bring some physicality. This is where I'm inclined to get to bring in
Oh boy,
Nico
here we go.
Gonzalez into
Or-
midfield, but it has to be either Tijani Reinders or Bernardo Silva needs to hold the bench.
Go to the bench,
That's what.
yeah.
Okay, I agree with you, Matthew. I agree with you. That's why. That's why you can play Tijani Reinders and Phil Foden against Arsenal, especially in the middle.
Yes, of course you
Because
can.
because in the end, yes, we can, but not
Yeah,
right now.
at this point here.
In this circumstances, we can't afford that.
Mm.
And one of the reasons is even if you play Nico G and Rodri, yes, you can play Phil Foden in the middle of the back, but not with Tijani Reinders. This guy Tijani Reinders is a box crasher.
He's
Yeah.
still settling into the team too, but guys, the moment you've been waiting for is here now. Hamza has
Also,
entered the
also,
building.
even if also in the first
On
half,
mute though.
especially in the first half, that's what I think is Arsenal will press us, especially first half. They will press us. That's what they did against Liverpool, especially second first half in Anfield. They will press us. We have to be in the game, especially first half. And
Mm.
also, what I'm about to ask you is, if they score first, do you think we do you think the head will drop?
No, no. I don't think it will. I think listen, I think over the past few seasons, we kind of, especially in big games, we kind of some the players, even during our most successful season. Remember when we used to go to Anfield, we used to get them two draws. We always, even as a fan base, we always seems to right. Okay, they will score first as long as we just keep ourselves in the game. Yeah, I think the team. I think the team has a plan to any opposition, even when they score first. If you remember one of the first documentary launched, I think if you look at I think what was the Centurion season. I think Pep in a dressing room, Pep was telling the players, "This is what's going to happen in a game. They will score, yeah. However, you just keep the game plan. Just carry on the way we plan on the training session, and we'll win this game." And I think Pep has this sort of mentality installed into the team. I don't think if we consider games, the heads will drop. If you consider first goal, listen, I think it will happen if you consider second goal straight away, and or if you keep making mistakes. But as long as we're in the game, man, I think we'll be fine.
Well, I don't think we're gonna beat Arsenal though.
Calvin,
Mm.
what did you think of the Napoli game?
It was all
We're,
right.
we're trying to talk about Napoli, and everybody just wants to talk about
I
Arsenal.
agree. I agree with him. I agree.
All right, you guys talking about Napoli?
Yeah, this is the Napoli
Yeah.
recap.
Oh,
Can't you see
sorry.
Kevin De Bruyne in the background?
All right, I didn't say sorry. Yeah, the Napoli game was good. I was really excited. You know the way we control the game. Like now, I think the players they can rely on our keeper. Can see the way they talk to each other. And the way they're happy when he as in when he like how do I say it when he stomps on shots and all that. I just feel like
I'll figure that
the
out.
met
It's all right.
the mentality in this team now is good. It's going in that right direction because I'm surprised the way it shift as soon as we got Donnarumma. I think the mentality shifts, and that guy is very important in the dressing room as well. And Rodri is not like fully fit, but he's still good. He's still better than most of the midfielder. You know, he's still better than Gundogan and Kovacic put together. So I'm happy. I was happy because we control the game. I know that Conte is gonna like he's not gonna want to play and he will be happy with the draw, but we control the game. And I was happy about Alan. And Alan is better now. He's way better, you know. I think someone is working on him. So the way he moves, the way he's hungry, the way he track back, the way he rush to the ball, the way he want to take the ball from the opponents, everything
Mm.
is different. Everything is
Yeah.
different now. He's so different. Like I'm seeing somebody entirely different. Like it's not like that. Just stand in one place, stand in the eight, as in the box, waiting for ball. No, no, no. He's not doing that now. He picks the ball sometimes, make the passes, come back, run forward. I'm like, What am I saying? This is how. This is this. We don't want him to dribble or anything. Yeah, put in some work. You know.
I think I'll give it credit to Pep on that. I think the idea of put him as part of the captain group is kind
Mm,
of help him
yeah, I think so as well. I think so as well. And the goal
if
he
you,
scored
even
it.
if you see the way he comes out in interviews and the press conference, he started calling shit out. He just said like it's just not good enough the level we
Yeah,
play. Even
I
when we
just yeah
after Spurs, I think no after Brighton,
yeah
he got an interview for Sky Sport and he said it exactly as it is. And I
yeah
think having that captain armband in a few
yeah
games, he'll help him mature. Do you know what I mean?
yeah and
And
yeah
he
yeah.
gets the best out of his game as well.
I, yeah, and I think we the fans, we did a lot. We did a lot to this team, because the way some of them are talking in their interviews, I think they saw some of our quotes or some of our videos that we make, like criticizing them. Like I think because the way they're talking, especially some of the players. And this time around, this season, for me, I won't say anything. I know we'll do well, but I don't think we're gonna win the league. But no, I think we'll win the trophy, but I don't know if we're
Mm.
not gonna win the league. But the Champions League, I think we'll go further. And
I
the
don't
way
agree.
do
I don't agree with that statement. I think we can win the league if we win against Arsenal. Hand is
why
far.
will you even
It's too
why will
early.
you
It's
even
too early to say.
Yeah, I
No,
think
no,
why
it's
no.
will
way
you
too early to
No,
have
no.
that
Listen to
discussion.
me. Listen to me.
that's
Listen to me.
crazy
It's
that
September. Like,
If we get a
it says
result
be done in
against
May
Arsenal,
and then hit in
we
March.
will
I'm
win the
sorry,
league.
but wait.
All
I'm
I can
sorry.
tell
I
you
was
is
no,
we are there.
I
People are
was
still
on
scared of us.
silent.
Yeah,
Costa.
just
No, no,
I
no,
before
was on
I
no.
just
silent for
before
the
I
whole
go, I
time.
just need to ask one question about the game yesterday, and that's the question is to Martin. I couldn't manage to make the game yesterday. I was working until late, but I had a few people who they go to games as well. Some of my mates, and even Elliot messaged me at halftime, and he was kind of saying this is just shit. But it wasn't about the team. It was more he was saying about the
Atmosphere.
atmosphere. No, he was about
Yeah,
the
the
atmosphere.
atmosphere
What
was dead.
what
It was
what
like
what
a
happened?
graveyard.
Because
Just there was a lot of empty seats.
it's
There's a lot
not
of
down to ticket anymore. I don't think the ticket was expensive.
no.
It was
I
affordable
think
for them.
some it's one of them in it. When everything's going great, everyone comes in and they all want to watch it. When things are a bit bad, people don't want to turn up. I suppose it is what it is. The atmosphere was dead. It was like a graveyard. You could hear the players shouting on the pitch. It wasn't great. It just wasn't that buzz about it last night at all. I mean, it tells you some of the Huddersfield game sold out before the bloody
We did, yeah. Even
before
Burnley
the
sold
Napoli
out
game.
now.
So I
Yeah,
mean, everything's it's one of them champions. There's also a lot of people not renewed on the Champions League because of last season and the
yeah,
ticket pricing. A lot of people didn't go on the cup scheme,
Mm.
which
yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah,
I
we
wasn't.
can't ever
Which you know,
disparage people.
you know what 1894 and big up 1894.
Mm,
I'll never say anything bad against 1894. They do a lot for
yeah,
for the fans at the game. I'm not gonna go anything, but 1894 did a great job, and some people just they made decisions, and it is what it is. And I don't even think it's not even about money because they had lowered the
no.
price. City had done their job.
Yeah, they've
City had
dropped the
lowered the
prices.
ticket
No,
prices,
Martin,
but
Martin, Martin.
Do you know
Nine
my?
ninety four. What they do? What they do?
again,
I,
I'll
I
say it
Do you
when
know what
things are
I've
going
not?
good,
Do you know
people
what I've
show up.
noticed? I think there is an anxiety problem in the football state in the ground, especially at the Etihad. I've noticed against you Spurs, and I've also noticed in the first 15 minutes uh, against United.
when
See,
we play United, it was
whenever
all right
we
though. The
when we go
atmosphere
to the
was good
ground,
when we play
obviously
United.
we all look up for the game. We all gassed up and all that. The first 5 minutes we start singing, but the minute the fans start to sing that the team is not doing much in terms of give that excitement back to them, that's when everyone just seems to shut their mouth. because
Yeah, I think it works. I've always said it works both sides.
and I said to Elliot,
the fans
yeah,
need the team. They need
yeah, and I
both.
said to Elliot, I think yeah, it wasn't the derby. I said to Elliot, if we start seeing that the team is not creating chances from minute one, it start looking like scoring goals. Majority of the fans, especially Colin Bell and his stand, they all go quiet. Why? I think we have that PTSD from last season, and we don't seem to get rid of it.
No,
It's
Well, yeah.
Matthew, it was,
Winning will cure that.
it
That's
was,
just part of it.
no, it was like a cinema. It was like a cinema. Someone got in the cinema, have a popcorn watching a game. I couldn't believe it. I even sent a message in the group saying, what is this?
But I think
What
it
is
will
about
change.
Counts
I think
it
it
as
will
been-
change
You know what-
when
you
we
know what's
start
bad?
winning more games in a consistent
No,
basis.
no, no,
I
no,
think
no,
it
no,
will
no,
change.
no, no. What also, since local fans, what we need to understand is we are not great team anymore. We don't have any even it's a bad atmosphere, a player that can do things out of their own. We don't have that anymore. We are struggling now. We don't have much confidence. The fans need to support their team. I was watching Newcastle. Even they were Barcelona were cooking them, and even their fans were shouting, were
Oh
supporting
God, they
them.
had the band, they had the giant tifo, they had like the flags and the like the white little things
You know,
to
look at
I don't know what you call them.
look
Little
at
pieces
their
of
goal.
paper to
No,
form
no,
an image over a section.
Yeah, but in
no,
order
look
for
at
us to have that, we kind of need support from the football club. See, all the things that we do in big games.
But you could say that
comes
Newcastle have not
out
played
from our
Champions
own
League
pocket.
football.
People,
no, 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 Newcastle don't play. Newcastle don't
Newcastle
play
haven't had
Champions
Champions
League
League.
every
They were
time.
out of it for 1
No, the
year.
problem, you know the problem is. The problem is it's a culture thing. I think
You think it's what?
even if you go back, culture thing. It's a culture thing.
Oh,
No,
culture thing.
no.
it's the culture.
It's a culture
No,
thing.
It's not. It's Newcastle.
No,
Listen,
no, it's
Newcastle. If I had Crystal Palace playing Champions League on the first ever Champions League, they will turn up because it's their biggest moment. This is their moment, and Newcastle fans, yeah, hadn't seen Champions. If I give Champions League for them every single year for like 12, 13 years, go to Real Madrid. Do you think it's rocking? Do you think Anfield? People have beaten Liverpool these days. PSG beat them in Anfield. People even said,
I don't
no,
understand the culture thing. What does it
no,
mean
no,
by
no,
culture?
no, no. Let me tell you. Let me tell you
it's
what I mean.
just.
What I mean
I
about
think,
culture. What I mean about culture.
Man
We
City
have
have played
groups.
in Champions League so many
We have
years.
groups like 1894, something like that. They don't prepare anything for the match. For example, if you watch the other teams, they have flags, they have a banner, they have something that can
There
intimidate
was a ton
other
of that
fans.
last night.
No, we don't have
There was
Hang
the
on,
anything.
tifos for
Nothing.
Kevin.
hang
There
on.
was the blue moon tifo.
Sorry,
I like the blue moon tifo.
The last time
That was great.
the last time I seen it had a banner or a good banner or display was the match against Real Madrid semi-final 2020 when we won.
Hang on,
Treble. That
hang
was the
on.
last time.
Whoa. With respect, I don't know who's
no.
talking, but with respect,
No,
before you
no.
start trying to talk about things you don't understand,
No.
you're not giving facts right now.
No,
Because you're not.
oh,
No, you're not.
you're talking
You're
about
not.
no, you're
You
talking about
guys.
the banner,
This
the
guy
rotary
is
banner.
blaming. This guy is blaming 1890.
Sorry. Hang on a minute. Whoa. I'm
You
going
had
to
a
say
bit-
this because I'm a member of 1894, so I know how it works. So before we even open this kind of worms, let's be careful what road we're going down here.
I don't accuse them anything. I don't accuse them. I just say, if you are
No,
the
no, it doesn't work that way. Hang on, but it doesn't work that way. You don't just
Okay,
get a
tell them.
TIFO. Hang on, but it doesn't.
no, okay, I understand it. Okay, I understand.
Can I
it.
explain?
Tell them,
But look,
okay, tell the
No.
officials of 1950 and tell them.
No. See, whenever we're trying to build something in the Etihad, especially in big games, the club doesn't give us any money. Yeah.
Thank you. It's
In
all
19
donations.
we set up a donation
thousands.
link where everyone out of their own pocket we put money in there. See, everything that you see whenever there is a big game, that comes from our pocket.
Yeah, the club's not paying
That's
attention
not.
to that.
That's by the way. That's not Newcastle that do that because
it used to be.
Newcastle.
The only thing that you see from
Newcastle.
the football club, is the light show. That's it.
No, Matthias. Maybe if you say them,
I don't even know. How do you feel about the light show, Martin?
if you tell them this idea, maybe they will take it. Maybe they will do something about it.
No, right. Again, I don't know your name.
No.
I apologize, Matthias. That's not. Sorry, I'll try and put it in very simple layman's terms. It costs about £4,000 to
Yeah,
get a tifo of that size.
it's a lot of money, bro.
1894 is not run by the club. It is a fan run.
It's
It
fine.
is a fan run community run by volunteers. They all have full-time jobs. This is a volunteer thing. At Newcastle, they have similar, where we call it 1894, they call it war flags. War flags, because Newcastle, Hamza's spot on, because Newcastle are in this brand new phase of play where, because you got to remember, Manchester City have done something no other English club has done. We have been in the Champions League for 15 or 16 years consecutively.
Bro.
Okay, how many times?
Unlike some other
No. How many times Pep complain about this? How many times? In the press conference, how many times did he complain? The atmosphere was not good.
Complain about-
You cannot hear. The fan is shouting. Even during the game against Napoli, he was raising his hand saying, "Come up, wake up, wake up." He was saying that.
About the
I know,
But- Hang on,
I
but
know,
it's like that. It's like that in all home games
Yeah.
across the world. Across, you know, if
It's
you
not
go
just
to
Man
New,
City,
if you
it's
go
every
to
club.
Newcastle versus Wolves, there wasn't a big display and they all had flags and they were
I
all
know that.
rolling it out.
Yeah, they only do that for big games.
No. Forget about display. What about singing? What about shouting? There's
No,
nothing
but
there.
this-
Even they were saying,
Listen,
please wake up, please wake up.
we've
Say something.
acknowledged that there is a big problem in terms of the singing. That we're not denying that, but the singing.
No. The problem, you know the big problem.
No, the
Our
singing
local fans.
comes
No.
from fans.
The match they go in fans.
No.
Watch the City games
Listen,
like they are in cinema. That's how they watch it.
I mean, I do apologise. Me and Mateus go week in, week out, so
Bro,
we're
we're
not
trying to
saying
explain
that.
what's happening.
We're
bro.
not
Come on.
saying there isn't a problem, but it's not game in, game out. There is
No.
singing. What happens is they're singing in pockets. Nobody
Yeah.
sings as one. They sing in a pocket. So the south stand
Bro,
will start.
bro.
Then it comes to the north stand. Then
On
the
one
Colin
corner,
Bell
they
only
sing
really get involved. Exactly. Oh,
In one
1-1-1.
corner, they sing
Kipak's
Invisible
corner
Man. The other
begins.
corner is just singing Blue Moon. Like on the
Yeah.
other side of the pitch, they fucking sing Pep Guardiola. There is no sync on it.
That's
at
because
all.
of the way City set up the season
Yeah,
tickets
it's
when
the
we
club,
went
the
into
way
the
it's
stadium.
been set up.
We went into the stadium, and at Main Road we had a north stand, we had a Kippax, we had a main stand, we had Platt Lane, and instead of and what they said was, we're going to move everyone into your original pocket when you get to the, well, at the time, City of Manchester Stadium. That never happened. They messed it
No.
up. They messed it
even
all
this
up, and they moved
season-
everyone around,
Even this
and then they
season,
moved everyone around again.
it's different people, yeah, that sit in front of me compared to the past
Yeah.
5 years. I'm like,
No.
where is this coming from?
But
And if you have a lot of tourists, they're not going to sing the songs, and I
And-
feel like
and-
we're
No.
catering to the tourist money
listen,
because it's more money.
No.
So I
Yeah.
get that aspect of where
No,
there's not a
season
lot of
ticket.
singing.
No. Season ticket holders need to set the standard. I know that. I know there are a lot of issues about tourism or other fans.
It's our fault now, Mateus.
No. It's not,
No, that's not Mateus, that's someone else.
No.
No.
Don't think it's your fault.
Rashid
It's
is
not
his
about
name,
your fault or
Rashid,
something
if
like that.
he's-
No,
I-
so I was
what-
talking to Mateus.
Oh,
It's
you
our
were?
fault.
Okay.
Forget about that. No, Martin, forget about that. Just what I'm saying is, we need to make that place intimidate place.
We don't do. Hang on, but you don't deny.
Do you
No,
know?
hang on.
Let me just ask you one question. Do you
You
know
was-
how long?
I was watching.
No.
I
Do
was
you know
watching
how
against.
long? No, wait there. Do you know how long we fought so hard to actually get a group of fans in the South Stand level 1, create that singing session? We didn't have that in the first 5 years we moved into the ground. We
I
had to
don't
fight
get
that with
this.
football club because
I'm confused.
They didn't even want to
No, Matthias, forget about the basket. Forget about the basket. Now we are
Bro.
here. What will you do? Now we are here.
Bro, we need help from the club.
your club
Okay,
needs to.
okay, send them email. Send them email. I say them. We need to improve
There has
that.
been-
Do you not think we've sent emails to them?
Send them an email. We did a protest last season. What do you mean? Send them an email.
Bro,
I helped arrange. No, hang on. I helped. No, hang on. With respect, you've gibbered on for 10 minutes on something. With respect, you don't know a lot about. with
No,
respect,
listen to
I'm
me.
trying to
Forget
be,
about that.
And these
Forget
are
about
match
that.
going fans. They know a bit more than we all
The
do.
same.
I'm trying to be
Manchester have
respectful
Football
here.
Club, like
No, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. How many fans? How many? No, 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 no. How many fans went to Spurs game? How many fans went to Spurs game? How much?
Okay, you know what? Okay, let's move on
Almost.
from
No,
this.
no, 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 no. Almost 50. Almost 50.
Everybody's
Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Almost 50,000
move on.
fans went to Spurs game. They only react when we shoot a ball to the other opposition team, or when we take up. Only that time they will shout or say something. Then they will sit back and watch like a cinema. That's it. That's big issue. That's not
Okay,
about.
okay, Marash, we're gonna move on from this because this is going nowhere. Hamza's here, and he barely said a word. So I want to hear what Hamza thought about the game yesterday. I know the people in the chat do too.
Me, the thing is, after the last two games, I've got an eye on these guys, and I'm gonna look at them very closely because Napoli, fair enough, you beat them, but we beat them with 10 men. Fair enough, that was expected. You're at home. Napoli is not one of the big clubs in Europe that will be
There were
challenging.
23. Hang on, there were 23 unbeaten, Hamza. Come on.
It
Be
doesn't matter.
genuine.
Napoli
Doesn't matter.
Napoli were 10 men down. Napoli at home, you should beat them. If you don't beat Napoli at home with 10 men, there's red flag, biggest red flag. I think, to me, they did a low block. The only Napoli players I knew we know it's KDB. Anguissa came from Fulham. McTominay, bro, is a reject from Man United. I'm not disrespecting him. I know people say player of the year. I don't care. McTominay doesn't scare anyone. And the only thing,
Who are the champions of Italy? Who are the champions of Italy?
the only player I'll take from that team is
Oh, okay.
Buongiorno, the centre back. Buongiorno is the only centre back player I'll take at Napoli. If you give me any player from Napoli, it's KDB and Buongiorno. That's it. The rest, I don't think they're. So when they went 10 men down, Man City did well. First, we haven't conceded a goal, which gives us confidence. I think to beat Man United, we had Man United and then Napoli and then Arsenal. I think Pep was under huge pressure. I think Pep was under huge pressure because we couldn't afford to lose to Man United. I think Pep losing to Man United would have been a big blow, like literally a big blow to his confidence, like a big blow. And then going to the Napoli game, I think it's good. You need this kind of things that works in your favor. So beating Man United, and then Phil Foden, who we've criticized, we have to accept that. We've criticized because his last season he had a stinker. He had a bad season. He had a very bad season last season. And this season, everyone did say that you're expected to perform. I'm sorry, you're a senior now. You're 25 years old. We're not going to be giving you that 20-year-old, 21-year-old. And he's a good player. Everyone knows Foden's a quality player. So frustration will always go to the most senior player. If Real Madrid had Zidane, they will look at Zidane. Who gets faulted at Real Madrid? They look at Kylian Mbappe straight away. You look at the big egos. Where are those guys if we're losing? So most likely, Phil Foden will get the criticism because he's the guy that people look and say, listen, I expect you player of the year 2 years ago. And it's good pressure. It's good pressure because people expect that you're good.
Yeah.
Like, no one cares about the guy who's crap. So Phil Foden has raised his game, and I think you have to give him credit. Like, even that, there's a through ball he did that's criminal. I've never seen him play that ball in my life.
Even the assist as well.
The assist was good.
Beautiful.
The one that we
Perfectly weighted.
that sent off 10 men, that is a KDB pass. I want to see that. That's a world-class pass. That was a world-class pass.
Are you not gonna ask the same from your captain?
Who? Bernardo. Listen, me, there's criticism of Pep Guardiola. One thing that the constant playing of obviously Bernardo is frustrating for us. I think Pep has listened to the fans for a bit. Martin will say otherwise, but we've been saying that Kusanov need to play right back. We've been saying it for how many months? We've been saying that. Like, we don't trust our right back. No one trusts, I'm sorry to say that, no one trusts Rico and Nunes anymore. In 2025.
No.
We need to get a right back as soon as possible in January. But someone needs to hold that place because that's our weakness. And Kusanov, I can say that Kusanov was our second best defender. He's our
Right.
second best
Right,
defender.
Conway.
Vardy is number 1, and Kusanov is number 2. Well, we could give credit to Ruben Diaz, whatever it is. Ruben Diaz has not been that great. And Kusanov has come in. Him and Donnarumma has instilled confidence in that back line. Because this is a team that was conceding goals. And what's the change? There's some fans who were criticizing Donnarumma and say Donnarumma will be the wrong buy. People don't trust him. And can he pass at the back? It's a mistake. Look what PSG is late. And I said, listen, he's an Italian international.
He's got
You want
presence.
a player who's won something. Okay, fair enough. If he doesn't do well, there's no better out there a keeper other than the Garcia that went to Barcelona Espanyol and the PSG keeper and Donnarumma. I don't know anyone else. I don't know anyone else.
Do you think
He's got
Donnarumma added
presence.
some leadership too to this team and
Yes,
some confidence?
he brings he
the whole
brings
back
experience.
line, I would say.
He brings experience. He talks a lot. You can see him. He punches a lot. He's like, I like that. Edison is a good keeper, but you know what Edison has? Edison's humble. He's quiet. He looks down. He's very shy.
He needs
I
love.
need a guy who can
needs love.
starts a fight or whatever it is, and gets Rodri like fighting spirits. You know what I'm saying? You can see when he made that save against Buemo, you saw that everyone jumped on him and he was punching. People want that. People love that. That's
He's a presence.
confidence. That's You understand the fans, what they're feeling. When he made the save, we would jump in the air and say yes. And that's what we love. We love you like having the same hunger and motivation and drive, like us. You know what I'm saying?
I think it inspires the back line as well.
Absolutely. People, and I'm sorry to say this, it's so sad Trafford obviously didn't get the opportunity. He's a good keeper. But you know what? I'm sorry. You have to be selfish to get somewhere. I
don't think you can. I don't think you can touch Donnarumma.
Poor Luke.
Donnarumma
you missed the drama earlier, Luke.
So there's a lot of people we need a lot of like those people who are criticizing Donnarumma. Yeah.
No, not about criticizing. Forget about criticizing. You cannot touch him.
With the
You
wrong
cannot touch him
signing.
against United and
I
Napoli.
think that's an apology.
Let him finish.
That's apology number 1. Apology number 2 is I'm not gonna apologize for Diaz.
Oh, are we doing apologies?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just get my pen and paper ready, Hamza. Because you better start, Hamza. You better start apologising pretty damn quick. Because I've got a list there for you.
No,
mate.
because for 2 days. Hold on. If I'm
I swear
apologizing,
to God, I said that Martin has screenshot of everything.
Yeah.
Mateus has notes on everyone.
No, 1 second. I can't apologize for Foden because a great player has to perform the whole season. You can't apologize now.
Oh, does that? Maybe Hamza. Maybe if you understood what Foden was going through, maybe you'd like,
he's done well.
Hamza, you don't know. Stop talking about things as fact that you don't know.
No,
please.
Forget last season. Last season, people say that he didn't perform to his level. Even he will say that. What, Martin, doesn't matter what you say. People will say he did not perform to his level. People will say that. Even he'll come out and say, I wasn't good last season. He said it in an interview. I wasn't good.
But he wasn't. But I didn't give up on him like you did. You gave up on him.
No.
Did you give up anyone after 3 games?
If you give up on a player, is you say you want him out. Savi is the guy I wanted out.
Oh God, no, we're not doing that.
He's the guy I wanted out, and I'll not be proven wrong. I'm so confident that
we actually have. We have won the last 2, haven't we? Just let's check.
Yeah. So Doku, I thought between those 2 wingers, my heart has always said Doku is a better guy. Do you know why?
Talk about his performance. Tell us about it yesterday. What did you think?
Doku, you know what? I saw that when he celebrated and he did this. I know he's trying. I know he's sending shot for people like us.
No, less of that. No, Hamza, less of that. Hamza, less of that. You cannot charge any player after 2 games. You cannot charge. After 5, 6, 7 games,
I'm going to just say it. It's only been 2 games, but I'm very happy to see that from Doku, and I hope he keeps going.
You know the litmus test. You know the litmus test that I'm going to look at Sunday.
No, it's not about Sunday. No, it's not about Sunday. No, it's not about Sunday.
Remember, Marmoush is out, so Doku is stepping up, and he's getting that GNA that Marmoush we expected him to get. So we want
Hamza.
Napoli, we beat them with 10 men. Yeah, fine.
No, Hamza,
Sunday-
you cannot charge a
Sunday
player,
is the
any
day.
player against Arsenal.
Sunday is the day.
No, we
Sunday
cannot
is
charge.
the day to see great players.
No,
Yeah.
we cannot charge a
I'm
player
sorry.
against
No,
Arsenal.
one second, let me finish. There's a lot of criticism now that's coming on social media now. Do you know who's getting blamed? I was shocked. Who's getting blamed? Who's now? Yo, there's one guy that people are coming for. What's the name? What's the name of the player? People are starting to give up on. I couldn't believe it.
Is it
Who's
our
that?
dear friend Florian
I
Wirtz?
have
No, Man City player. Man City signing.
Nuri.
No.
Tijani
Reinders.
Who's
Reinders.
that?
Tijani
Reinders?
Reinders. You
I
see?
think that's a bunch of
Oh
BS.
my days.
I thought he was good yesterday.
I thought, what I don't know what's happening. I still have faith because he drives the ball, but I think I've said it. We need to get this Kovacic fit. I need Reinders, Kovacic, and Rodri. I need those three.
Are you going to bench Phil Foden in that scenario?
No, Foden plays in the other wing and then Doku that way.
No.
Hamza.
Foden created 8 chances yesterday. You're not banishing him to the wing.
Oh, no, or
Hamza,
play
He
him
must
in the
play
middle.
centrally.
No.
He
But
created
no,
8
but
chances.
Stabilize that
Somehow was left
midfield.
off a Champions League team of the week.
Kel, stabilize
that.
that mid. Listen, Kel, stabilize that midfield until Rodri's fully fit. Like, give him support there.
You bench
Give him
Tijani
that
in that
support.
scenario
Yeah.
and let's
But
Kova
I
be
don't
the
know.
stability.
The question
You
is,
can't-
you can't.
Foden's
But
not adding to the stability.
But the
Foden's a
problem-
creator. We need him to create. If you're going to bench somebody and have play Kova next to Rodri, then it has to be Tijani.
Hamza, the people who are criticizing Tijani Reinders, they don't know the system we are playing. Tijani Reinders is doing the job with London. You remember with London, the box crusher. He's doing the job which London is doing for Liverpool.
Who?
He's our which London.
Yes.
He's our which London. You know which London? You remember that guy? He was playing for Liverpool almost 2 or 3 years ago. Which London? The left guy.
Who's guy?
The left guy. Which London? They call which London or am I pronouncing wrong? Which London?
Mushlanda.
That guy, which London? He was playing for Liverpool in number 5.
Wijnaldum.
Wijnaldum. Yeah,
Wijnaldum, okay. Yeah, Wijnaldum.
doing
Yeah,
for Liverpool. He was doing
yeah,
like
but
that. But the people,
I'm starting to see this because people criticize Reinders, but I haven't watched the Man United game. But I'm trying to understand why is Reinders getting criticized?
no, because they wanted to. Because they want him to play like a Gundogan. He is not Gundogan, and the system we are playing is not for
Expected right
Gundogan.
this minute, I think, is what you're trying to say.
What? No,
No,
but
he's-
it's not the
Yeah,
system.
he was our box crusher. That's all. He was our box crusher, and
Do
he
we
did that
need
job.
another midfielder? Do we need another
He's
midfielder?
settling into
yes,
the team right
No,
now.
yes, I was saying
He's
every
making
time.
great runs.
Am I able to give my view just quickly? The
Yeah, jump in
Reinders
on-
thing.
I know you said you might have to go, so yeah, go ahead.
Wait,
Before
wait.
Martin goes, Martin, before you go, the last one I'm gonna say to Ryan Martin, Jack Grealish, you shameful
on.
donkey you are for mocking Man
No,
City.
don't. He's not a donkey. Do not call him that.
No, because you can't do that. You can't keep mocking the football club that pays your wages.
But we're not calling Martin a donkey.
No, but you can't keep insulting, bro. He's mocking the football club indirectly, bro. That's an insult.
But
That's
okay,
what
I
did
thought
he
you were
do?
calling Martin a
What
donkey.
did
Maybe
he
I
do?
would
What did he do?
Martin,
don't call him a
What
donkey.
did he do?
Grealish
Hamza,
is
what
Call
did he
Martin a
do?
donkey.
Grealish has to be very careful what he's doing.
What
Why
did he
he's
do, Hamza?
doing-
Oh, you're
He has
talking
to-
about the Instagram story. I know. Okay.
Kel,
I'm sorry. I
Kel.
thought you were calling Martin a donkey, and I was
No,
like,
he
don't
was,
do that.
he was saying the right thing. He was saying the right thing. Why are you complaining about it?
Jack Grealish is posting things in Insta after Man City game indirectly and is making the fans starting to become, because I'm his biggest fan. I loved Jack Grealish. I used to call him Luis Figo. But why are you
No, wait a
doing
minute.
this?
Hamza.
This is your teammate.
Hamza, wait a minute.
You
It's a
should
good
be.
point about Rangers. He's always in a good position.
I understand you have
That's the
the
way
right
it
to
goes.
do that, but when
And in
Man
position
City is
to.
playing and you're taking a screenshot of Newcastle and you say, "Oh, I love Pedri," and bro, Rodri was your teammate. You know, you don't say Foden is your boy, Haaland is your guy. These are the guys that you should be saying, "I'm watching them. I'm not there, but I'm watching." Why are you watching Newcastle? You shouldn't even be posting that. It's making Jack Grealish look bad, you know. Like a
No,
lot of
Hamza. Hamza, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. Why are you complaining about it?
It's wrong, man, bro. That's it, bro. When
He's getting paid by Man City. I don't know why he's bragging about watching another team.
No, he was saying the right thing. He was.
He's not a City fan though, Kelster.
no,
No,
but
He's
why
being
you-
paid by the
why you
club. He
always-
shouldn't just be
why
like,
you
oh,
always-
I'm gonna go watch someone
you
else.
all the ones
game.
who
I guess,
was
yeah,
saying
whatever. Freedom of
getting
speech.
out
He
the
can do what he
correct.
wants.
You all saying it. Hamza, you all
I don't
saying,
think that makes
you
him
all
accountable.
City fans were saying, are you not complaining? I know you are complaining about him busting a picture about another team.
he's still our player. He's still
No, it's not about Brian. Forget about that. It's not about Brian. It's Brian for Everton. Yes, he may be paid by us.
I've never seen any player that does this, that left Man City. I've seen Leroy Sané watching Man City, and he's playing for Bayern, and he's taking screenshot Instagram. Yeah, he's watching, he's showing, and he knows.
No, the guy. No.
Grealish is
No,
already
the guy. We killed. No, Hamza.
I think Grealish is upset that Doku took his spot and is killing it. I think it's hurt. I think Grealish is a bit hurt.
I mean, hang on.
No. He's
That's his
upset.
prerogative, whatever.
We kill his career. We kill his career. We kill Jack Grealish's career. That's what he's upset.
I don't get. Well, why are we judging on that? That's silly debate during this. Listen, players, in all due respect, and this is just my viewpoint, the fans don't have a right to moan about players the way we treated some of these players last season on the way out. I'm not expecting Edison to be watching, oh, look at Manchester City when his family was getting death threats last season. What are we doing? We've got to be a little bit sensible here. We've got to be a bit sensible here as well. Maybe they've done it privately. We don't know. I don't care. Grealish ain't going to come back to Manchester City. His career is over at City. It's done. He's not a City fan. It is what it is. He's not part of the furniture anymore. Move on. If you're getting triggered by what a former player is putting on Instagram, then go out and touch some grass.
Martin. We still pay.
No, he's not. Well, was Echeverri all over social media and Juma Bar and Victor Hayes and everyone last night? We're still paying them. We're still paying them.
No, Jack Grealish is sending shots against Man City.
How? Because that's the way you've interpreted it.
No,
you don't know if he is sending shots.
Maybe I would unfollow him on social media. It'll make you a lot happier.
Just move on.
Martin,
just don't follow him.
Martin, I understand he's doing that, but I think he's doing it and he's putting up there, and fans are clocking.
No, Hamza, you don't know. Right, that's your opinion. You're entitled to. You can't say he is doing that.
Kel, he deleted it. He deleted it 10 minutes later when he got called up. He deleted it. What do you need to delete it?
Is that what this was about? Somebody's asking about the Brighton game.
Yeah,
is that what you're talking about?
No.
We lost the game.
I think last night he was watching the Newcastle.
He's watching the Newcastle game at the same time as the City game.
Yeah, but let's not forget that we are a bit hypocrite sometimes. 90% of this fan base want Jack Grealish gone. Yes or no?
Yeah,
I think a lot.
If you want him gone, why do you care what football match he's watching?
But wait a second. Against Brighton, did you know what he posted?
Did you send a message to Gundogan last night saying unlucky in your 5-1 block?
We lost the game, guys. Kel, we lost the game immediately. He wrote as soon as the final whistle was played. Imagine Man City have just lost the game. He wrote something along the line, "Oh, I'm glad to be playing 3 games back to back."
Yeah, so what?
Straight away, as soon as the final whistle.
Why are
you doing? What are you trying to say? And then
Hamza, you need to understand.
10 minutes later,
I have to suggest you just unfollow him because I don't,
Yeah, just unfollow him. Unfollow him and move on. You're getting triggered by silly little things.
Move on from Jack, move on from Ederson, Akanji, all them.
Kel, there's something called respect.
No.
Okay, Hamza. Don't question.
Don't insult
If Echeverri plays for Leverkusen and scores an hat-trick, Should he go, oh, no, I won't score an hat-trick because City are paying some of my wages?
No,
I won't
Oh,
put
he's
them.
absolutely going to post it. He's going to be
What
excited
we
to post it
doing?
too. He's going to be like, yes, I scored a hat trick.
Echeverry is
Come
not posting. Echeverry is not posting. At least I'm playing 3 games in a row. At least Echeverry is not posting.
Yeah, because he's not played for a year.
At least Echeverry is not posting.
Hey, Al, and
I'm
nice
watching
to
Newcastle,
have you yesterday.
De Jong and Pedri. Wow, a masterclass this game. When Man City are playing that game. And
He's not a City fan.
Foden-
Sorry, is he a Manchester City fan or is he an Aston Villa fan?
It's
He's an
Aston Villa
Aston
fan, but
Villa
you're a Man City player. You're a Man City player. You're being paid wages.
He's not
by Man
really
City
though,
now.
is it? He's not really though, is he, Hamza?
He
He's
is,
not.
Martin.
He's a
Who's paying he's on loan to Everton. He's on loan to
Well,
Everton.
City are only paying a small amount of his wages. Everton
But
are paying
still his wages,
80%.
Martin. And he's still under Man City on loan. Is not sold yet.
But he's not going to come back.
Martin,
He's not going to come
we
back.
protect players like Grealish. Grealish gets protected.
It's not about protecting. Hamza, stop this because this is what starts the stupid debate.
Yeah, guys, we got to move
I'm
on.
not
from
saying-
this.
Come on,
Let's
Hamza,
talk
come
about
out of
this
this.
I don't
Hamza,
think-
move on, move on, move
Yeah,
on,
we're
move
gonna-
on.
Yeah,
Right, sorry.
Okay,
Right,
so
can I just come back
original
to the?
question to you,
Can I
Hamza,
come back
what
to
did
the
you think about
Reinders?
Doku? And we don't need to
Sorry,
talk
can I just come back to the Reinders comment? Sorry. The Reinders thing, I think, because to me, it's way too soon to judge him. He's been here 5 games. The guy's got bags of ability. I think he's going to be a baller. My only issue with Reinders at the minute is he's just a little bit slow. He's got to get used to the pace of the Premier League. That's all it is. He wants a little bit too much time on the ball. And that is because Serie A generally, when you look, it's not quick tempo games a lot. So it's a bit slower, a bit more, and he thinks he's got a bit more time. And that will come. It's very similar to when Rodri and Gundogan first appeared into the league. They struggled with the pace a bit.
And Bernard did too. He struggled for a year.
Remember, Gundogan got the nickname Gunderslow in his first year. Rodri was nicknamed Plodder because they looked slow. They looked like they were plodding around. It just takes time.
And
Reinders will be absolutely fine.
Yeah. And I said at the start of the stream, you need to remember that we've seen glimpse of Reinders being an absolute beast. Yeah. And you also need to take into account that in his first 3 games, he played in a complete different midfield 3 than in the last 3 games. If you go back to Wolves, Spurs, Brighton, he was playing alongside Nico Gonzalez and Bernardo Silva. Now he's playing the last 2, he was playing alongside Rodri and Foden. So it has been a drastic change around him. He's not been great, but he's not been extremely bad, as people make not to be. And I say, it's a new team. I think you'll be all right, man.
I always say,
I think there's one thing
wait, Hamza. I always say, when you are criticizing a player, you need to understand what system that player is playing. Sometimes the player looks shit because of system. Sometimes the system is good, but the player is shit.
No,
but right now, I don't think Tijani Reinders is playing very bad. I think he's playing very good and he's doing the job Beb is asking him to do, and he's playing very good. I don't think where the problem is coming from. And also, Jack Grealish, the guy is playing for Everton. End of it.
I'm surprised if we have.
All right, I'm gonna interrupt real quick because we did get a super chat. We got to say thank you to our super chatter. So thank you, Amar, saying please God let Van Dijk send him into the stands. I'm guessing that's about Grealish. So
no.
We don't advocate violence here.
No. Don't say that. No. Don't say that. We need Everton to beat.
Can I say something? The reason why I said to people, I'd write Reinders and whatever it is, but I said to people, I said you have to be careful. Like he's a player who's coming to the league, but I think what I like about him, and there's things that are a bit negative. I see what people are coming out. The positive things is he drives the ball forward. He can come in. He's got the energy to go forward, come back, left, right. But what happened is he can lose that position. For example, Rodri is with him there, and he's gone left side or right side.
Yeah, I agree with tactical. Yes, I agree. I mean what I say, tactical awareness. You don't have a tactical awareness.
What midfielders do, they occupy that area because 70% of football comes through there. You have to come through the midfield, central. So when he leaves that position, There's no one else who's there. So the problem is because Gando used to be around there and he would go in and come back again. You'd see him. So I think that's what I need, another midfielder to be there to support them. Because
Yes, Hamza. Yes, yes, Hamza. Yes, I agree with you.
let me tell you, if we get after Kovacic leaves, someone like, I don't know how good Baleba will be this season.
No, Baleba.
Like someone like that, and we have a tough midfield to be. Bro, you win the league.
No, Hamza.
I think he'll get there, though. But I think he'll get there. The talent is there. And if you have noticed, I'm going to bring this comment back from
Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta were there.
He could have scored 4 goals in the last 2 games because he's getting himself into position to just shooting boots haven't been there, but he's doing a lot of good things, even if it's not like showing, like he's getting into positions. Nobody did that last season, did they? Nobody. Jeremy Doku was just crossing endlessly into an empty box, but now Tijani's getting in there. So just give it some time.
No.
He's going to be fine. Yeah, I think he's going to be a very good player for us.
The bounty was Hamza was saying is we need another midfielder. Yes,
we need
I agree with you. I was saying almost a month that we need a midfielder. In January the transfer window, paid the 100 million.
I think I would get Kovacic back in this team when he's fit.
No, bro. Kovacic cannot handle the intensity we are playing. No, that guy, he will get injured himself. He will get injured.
The only problem with Kovacic, he had a heel surgery. Is he fit? Is he training as well?
I think he's back. He's going to be back in very soon. Pep said it.
I think the litmus test is Sunday, and I'll tell you one thing. United got beaten to Grimsby. We beat Napoli with 10 men. Now let's do Arsenal. Let's see. This is the one I'll decide. This is the one. After being beat 5-1 last time, we will see who are the real players. We will see.
I think
if there's a way to be beat, you can lose 1-0, but you have to go to that stadium and fight. Minimum I expect you is you fight for that badge. There's something called pride. You fight for pride. You don't go beaten easily, and especially Arteta. So Pep Guardiola, if I was him, I think Arsenal will come there they're not going to come gun blazing. They'll be very carefully. Their aim is to keep it 0-0 and just sneak a 1-0.
Hamza.
City, I'll advise City, make sure that we keep that midfield, boss that midfield, because they got Zubimendi and Rice. So COVID, if I tell Reinders, stay there, stay that midfield, boss it, physically boss it, bully Zubimendi, keep the ball with you and Rodri together. Who's going to be playing there else? So it'll be him, Reinders, him. Who else is going to be added into the equation?
I think it's Foden, isn't it?
I hate Hamza. I hate when the fans say the player have to fight for the badge. Fight for the badge. The player fight for the badge when the instruction is given.
You can't play Bernardo on Sunday. Sorry.
No. We have to play. We have to play 3 midfielders, 3 physical midfielders in the game. You have to play Nico G, Rodri, and Tijani Reinders. That's the 3 midfielder we need to play against Arsenal.
I would not be mentioned Phil Foden though.
No, Foden right wing. Foden will play right wing.
Let me ask you a question.
We all know Bernardo's going to play. We all know Bernardo's going to start the game. So there's
no. Hang on. So who's going to? Hang on. So what was that midfield again? Because who's going to create them?
No, there no creation. No creation. We don't need.
Tijani's the 10.
No.
Hang on. We don't need creation.
One thing you have to understand is we playing away against Arsenal, Emirates. We are a fragile team. We need to be a team that can be defeated hardly. We need to play 3 midfielders: Rodri, Nico Chi, Tijani Reinders. Rodri, Nico Chi, or Bernardo.
After that great game he just had.
No, I understand that the stake is very high right now. This game, we need to get something out of this game. Draw or win.
Yeah, I think Foden being in the 10 is how we get something out of this game.
That's what I'm saying. How are we going to win if you put your most creative player out on the wing? Who's in form right now?
I agree with you. The system we are playing, it's not about no. Martin, the system we are playing, it's not about midfielders creating something. It's about the midfielders running with the ball, tackling with the ball, winning the second ball. It's about that.
No, but for
do
me,
you know
you
what I
just do
would?
what we
Do
did
you know what I
against
would
United.
do?
Let them have possession. Let them have
Do you
the
know?
ball.
Do you know what I would do?
No, Beb.
Kind of like in the United game where we counter them in a sense,
Do-
or like we did the Emirates a couple years ago. Is that what you're
You know
suggesting?
what I would
No.
do?
We cannot
Yeah.
sit back. We cannot do a low block against Arsenal. They will more us. We cannot
No,
do
no,
that.
no, 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 no. It's not low block. It's not low block. We didn't play low block against United. What you do is you let them have the ball, you set your traps up all over the place, and you let them move the ball side to side, let them try and do it, and you try and win the ball high up. And when you win the ball high up, you pounce with pace and power. That's what we were doing
But how
against
do you do
United.
that? But how do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? How will you do that? Because of winning the second ball. We have to win the second ball. The second ball is the key in this
what I
game.
would do? I would. I'm agreeing to. I would the midfield. However, Doku seems over the past 2 games. Doku seems to get more joy when he is close. When he is more towards. It is more inside rather than being out wide, like touchline winger waiting for the ball, take a man on. I think he's kind of adapting his game to be more inside in the box, scoring goals, being close to Haaland, play that short pass. With that in mind, I would still go with a midfield diamond between Rodri, Reinders, Nico Gonzalez, and Foden, and then have Doku and Haaland up front. And
Okay, where will you play Foden? Where will you play Foden?
Foden was still playing in between Doku and Haaland.
Yeah, you put him at the top of the diamond.
No, will you play? Okay, will you play right wing or in the middle?
There is no wingers.
No, yes. What I'm saying, what I'm saying is, if you play
there is no wingers. There's no wingers.
I understand it. I understand that. But if we play Foden as a 10, and Tijani Reinders and Rodri, if we play that team midfielder,
but Foden's not been at 10.
They will play through us
like
easily.
An 8.
You play Foden as a sort of 8 stroke. He's sort of like an 8.5. He's basically been played as an advanced.
No, I will play right wing. That's all.
Then you're wasting him. Absolutely wasting him.
No. If we play him as a 10 or as an 8, they will play through us easily.
How are they gonna play through as easily when you've got Nico G, Reinders, and Rodri?
Because they have more physical midfielder than us. They have more. They can run with the ball. We cannot match. Are you telling me we can match a midfield with Declan Rice?
Right. Okay. You've just said they are more physical. How is Bernardo Silva physical?
No. Forget about Bernardo Silva. Just blame Tijani Reinders, Nico G, and Rodri.
We got
just blame
30 minutes about Napoli.
Yeah, they. You know? Are you not hearing what I'm saying?
He said physicality. He said physicality, and then mentioned Nico G. Sorry, I had a sly smile.
Well, who's more physical, Bernardo or Nico G?
I've just
no. I just say
taller,
just
a little faster.
Okay. You wanted that? Okay, just bench Bernardo Silva, play Rodri, Nico G, and Tijani Reinders. Just break that.
Bernardo's not getting benched. So let's clear that up now. Bernardo is not getting benched.
What I told you.
He's not.
For me, I mean, I'm the opposite. I'm playing Bernardo for more physicality than Nico J. I think Bernardo is more physical than Nico J.
Bernardo
I think Nico G is a better passer
all the time. What physicality does
so does Nico G though.
I agree with him.
Nico G wins more duels than Bernardo Silva. You gotta win your duels. Yeah, especially because
any lineup without Bernardo is a fugazi. Like Bernardo's going to start the game. That's just the end of the story. He's going to start the game. We all know it.
Bernardo Silva won't do anything during corners.
If he starts the game,
he's going to start the game. So we got to stop crying about it. Like,
okay, if he starts the game, he has to play with Rodri. With 2, he has to play with Rodri.
Would you play the same lineup like Nico Riley and this guy?
Yeah,
I keep the back 4 absolutely. That back 4 is cooking right now.
Yes.
You will move with Vardio, Ake, Diaz, and Kusanov.
That guy Kusanov.
Joshko can't play left back anymore.
That Uzbekistani player Kusanov is the 5th best player is the fifth best defensive player in the league. He's very good at. He's very good.
Martin, somebody's asking how Nico G is.
And what? Let me ask you something. Where's John Stones?
Yeah, that's fine.
Where's John Stones?
Forget about John
training.
Stones.
He's training.
Forget-
But we
John
don't know if
Stones
he's
is a bench
available
player.
yet.
John Stones is a bench player.
Is he
There's a lot
injured
of
again?
there's a lot of wild statements being made there.
If he play, I don't want to John Stones to play against Arsenal. It's a suicide.
John Stones is absolutely fit as a fiddle. He's back fit. He's been training for 2 days. Diaz has a slight knock on his foot or ankle from last night.
Can we get Stones Vardial? Ooh, I want to see that. I really want to see that.
Where I will is the simple fact is for me is Nico G. I think he's an 8. I think he's a great passer of the ball. My issue is this physicality. I think he's struggling at it. For the simple fact is, look at the derby last week. He come on. The first thing he did is let the ball. He lost his duel, gave the ball away. United nearly had one of the best opportunities of the whole game, and then threw himself into a challenge.
Knocked off the ball 3 times against United.
I know, Mateo. I know you've got your agenda on Bernardo and you hate him at the moment. And for some reason, he not give you a Christmas card.
So
No, I don't. No, I don't. This is where I want him as an 8, not as a 6.
Well, we're proposing that he plays next,
He's
like
not a
next
6.
to Rodri as an 8, or Tijani and Nico dual 8s in front of Rodri. Like that's an 8, right?
I've been told by Barcelona fans like, "Oh, give Nico G time. Give Nico G. He will be your best upcoming sign. You will see." Mark my words. Remember, I said, but there's something in my heart. I just don't trust him. There's something I've seen midfielders have.
He's a good player. He's a very good player. He's not a 6. That's all.
All right, we got another comment. It says Nico's
he's very slow.
weakness, as you
Midfielders
pointed out
can't be
before, is
slow.
receiving the ball back to goal, especially under pressure. But physicality wise, how is he not physical?
Slow, and he's not physical.
My thing with Nico G is how long is he going to be happy being bench role? Because that's what he is. Sadly, that's his
he's a
role.
bench player.
And it's how long will he be?
The biggest red flag of Nico G.
I think he's a bench player because he's not good enough.
Hamza,
the
biggest
Well,
red flag.
as I've said multiple times, if he's unhappy being a bench player, then he'll leave.
Yeah.
I
think Nico G has been.
Do you know what did it for me, Mateus? You know what did it for me in the top? I know it was Tottenham game, it was game over, but when I saw Pep swap Nico G for Reinders and he put Reinders to the 6 ahead of Nico G, I'm like, you don't
also
trust
not
him.
been very good.
You don't trust him in that. I don't think Pep trusts him in that 6 role.
No, I think we're just misusing that. I think he's not a player where I think Pep expected him to turn with the ball on the build up, but I was saying he's not 6, is it? Right.
No, and it's unfair on him, really.
If you look let's look at the Tottenham game away to Tottenham last season when we won 1-0. He was playing Kovacic in the 6 and Nico Gonzalez in the 8, and Nico Gonzalez was doing a great job. And Kovacic was just the one dictating the game. That's if Rodgers there, man. Listen.
I agree. I agree with that. I think when he's facing the play and he can see the pitch and he's got that vision, I think he's great at passing. I think he's great off the ball. I think whether it's Pep or whether it's coaching stuff, I don't know. I think he's been misprofiled as a footballer.
He has big time.
Sadly. And it is, and not only that, the sad thing is, the system, the way we're set up right now, doesn't suit him as an 8 because we don't need 2 8s in the system we're playing.
Well, he looks good. He looks good when
one second. But the problem is you guys. No, but you guys I keep hearing he's an 8. Where did you get the fact that he was an 8?
Well, the way he plays.
He's always been an 8. He played an 8 at Porto and at Barcelona.
No, at Barcelona he was a 6. He replaced one of his debut. He replaced Sergio.
He wasn't a 6 at Porto, Hamza.
He's a defensive midfielder from where he was born. He's been playing at La Masia as a defensive midfielder.
I thought he was playing in the double pivot.
One second, Martin. If he's the number 8, who's the midfielder that used to play next to him? 1 second.
Well, he had They're Varela and whatever he's
And
got.
what was
next to
Varela?
him,
What,
don't
what position was Varela?
they? No, Hamza, I hear what you're saying.
Varela was the 8. What are we doing here?
But Hamza, I
Alan
understand
Varela
what
was
you're
the guy that
saying.
I knew. I never knew this
But-
Nico G guy.
But Hamza, again,
Mateus.
I'm coming back to just because a player plays one
Had the
area in
robot and
one
everything.
team doesn't mean he's going to play the same
in the
position
Playboy
in the Pep
Mansion.
Guardiola team. Pep Guardiola 6 is very, very different than
Mateus
any
in
other
the
role.
Playboy
Nah, he's a
Mansion.
6, man. 6 is a 6.
No,
You
a
can't
six,
change
a
is
six under Pep Hamza is very different than anywhere else.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but he's always played as a Barcelona and La Masia as a 6. He grew up playing as a 6.
No, I
So
think
people
I
coming
think
out
what
here
I
that
think
he's a
I
number
think
8
I
is
think
like
when it comes
bro.
down to Pep Guardiola, he's very picky when it comes to his
Then it's
whole
Pep's fault. Then
midfielder.
you guys are blaming
That-
Pep. Then
That's
Pep's the guy.
why.
Well,
That's
let's give
why
Pep
Calvin
time to
Phillips.
teach him.
Calvin
You know,
Phillips
it's
never.
not going to take. It might take longer than a year. Let's give Pep
No,
some
no,
time.
that's why
Sorry,
Calvin
Mateus, I'll let
Phillips
you
never
finish.
worked. Is because
Yeah,
in
he was a
Pep's
great
mind-
6 he was a great 6 at Leeds.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
But
no. Nico G,
a 6
Pep
at
is
Leeds
very
is not the same
specific
6 at City.
Martin,
with his
Nico
holding
G won't work with
midfield.
Pep.
Can I say
don't
the
think
last thing?
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
say the most
Hamza, wait.
controversial thing about Nico G. I'm gonna say the most controversial thing about Nico G. Yeah? And I tell you this is the truth. It was a panic buy. They bought him on the last day, on the last minute, on the price that he had in 1st of January. He was not on that main list to be bought. And they bought him as a lot because no one anticipated if they wanted him because they
Hamza,
paid the same price. He
Hamza.
had the release clause on the 1st of January. They never triggered
Hamza.
second, third. They waited until the last minute after we played all these games. And that's what I think. We will see this season his minutes, his play, and if it comes out that he doesn't perform, I think it will look like a red flag. Like you got it wrong 3 times in a row. You got Phillips, Nunes, and I.
Hamza, you only look for the
I don't
red
think Nunes
flags.
was a 6 though. 6.
Hamza, honestly,
If he doesn't
Hamza,
do well,
you're in the
then
wrong
it
job.
happens
You
back.
should,
All right,
you
there's
should have been a
no space
lifeguard.
tonight, guys.
Yeah,
Hamza,
if
Hamza,
we
you
finish
should have been a
100
lifeguard.
Yeah,
You look for red flags.
No, 100%. If you spend 100 and 1 second, if you spend
Bazinga.
100 and if you spend 150 million and you still don't know
Well,
who's
we
your
didn't spend
midfielder,
150 million.
there's something.
What are we on
No,
about? Oh, you're talking about Nunes, Calvin, and
no one is
and
covering like Nico. If Nico G
Nunes is
fails,
not.
if
Nunes
Nico,
is
well,
great.
Hamza, you may not like the next midfielder we're looking at then.
Is it more than he was white?
No, Hamza, wait.
No,
Hamza.
one second. Moy.
I need to get a charger.
It's a fact.
Mateus, we're going to wrap up soon, so don't worry.
Quickly,
About it. I do have to go in a few minutes, so
Kel,
we're going to have to wrap
It's
this
a
up.
fact, yeah. It's a fact. It was a panic buy. The way I've labeled it for you, straight.
No. Hamza, wait.
On the
Hamza.
last minute, on the decision, on the price that he was available from 1st of January. You cannot tell
We've
me
won 2
that
games
you're
back to back, kept clean sheets, and we're doing panic buys and red
What-
flags.
It was a
Hamza,
panic.
wait. Hamza.
And the panic buy, 60 million player
Hamza,
does not even
Hamza,
start.
it doesn't
And a lot of our
matter.
fans don't like.
No, Hamza, it doesn't matter if he's a panic buy or not. The problem is we tried with Calvin Phillips and we tried with Nico G. The problem is what we are searching now for defensive midfielder right now in the game is a rare. Look at Real Madrid. Even if you watch Real Madrid, they are still trying to find someone like Toni Kroos. Those players are rare. Players like listen to me.
Very nervous that Rodri hasn't signed a new contract.
Listen to me.
Exactly
The
what they
players
need.
like Rodri. Listen to me.
I'll give you an update on that later, Kelsey.
No. Players like Rodri. Players like Toni Kroos. Players like Gundogan. Those players are rare in the game right now. That's why it's hard to find them. That's why it's hard to find them.
Hamza, I'm going to put a smile on your face. Don't worry about the Rodri.
No. I told you before. On my list, when I had a piece of paper and I gave it to Pep Guardiola,
We can do Rodri glazing for the next 5 years.
Also,
Nico G wasn't there. It was
Ryan's done with the glazing.
Also, I want to say something else. You know, the problem is, even if he's a panic buy, the system we are playing and the way we play is not suited for the player like Nico G. For example, if we hire, today, if we hire Unai Emery, you know who will be the best player in our midfield? Nico G. Nico G is the kind of player who can play mid-block team. The team who hit a counter-attack, the guy who can tackle, win the ball back, give it to the attackers, and then sit back. He's a kind of that player. He's not the player you want him to bully up.
No, but that's what I want. Listen, we signed Calvin Phillips flop, Matthias Nunes flop, Nico G is the third. You can't get it wrong 3 times in a row.
I don't think it's too soon to say Nico G's the
I need the names. One second. I need the names of the people, because I'm gonna take names now of the people who promised me that Nico G this season will be good.
You know,
give me names. If you're confident, come out and put your name and say
Hamza.
One second.
Hamza,
one second. Let me pose my question. I want those guys who are confident out there. And Hamza,
you can't just give your opinion. You can't do this.
You can't buy 60 million and say you're not sure about him. Give me the. If you're very don't.
Oh, it's gone up 10 million.
Hamza won't like.
Give me
Hamza.
Anyone
Hamza.
on the spot and say Hamza, I tell you that. Take my name down. He will be a good player.
Hamza,
I want your name down.
Hamza, you know Tiliman. Hamza, you know Tiliman. Hamza, you know Tiliman. You know Tiliman, the guy. You know Tiliman, the Belgian guy. Tiliman, who play for Leicester. He's a similar type of player like a Tiliman. He's a kind of player you want if you wanted to play as a mid-block team. He's too slow. He's too slow. He cannot play the ball with the back.
Tillemans is
he's a similar type of player. He's a similar type of. They are too slow. They cannot play the team who can press too high. They cannot play that kind of football.
The problem with Hamza is that he came from Barcelona, so they expect
Hamza,
I posed that question, Kel. I posed that question. No one has come out to say Hamza. They don't trust him. I told you people don't trust him. You don't trust him. This is why I'm looking at Nico. I haven't made my mind about Nico G. I'm looking at this. You guys are making me panic about him now. Because no one's giving me the confidence.
Panic about what? What are you panicking about?
No, tell me, Martin, do you believe he'll be a good player? Yes or no?
This is a good point. These guys are slow too.
I don't personally. I don't think he'll be here for long because I don't think he'll be happy sitting on the bench forever. No.
If he's not happy, he should go.
And when he's aging,
we don't keep them happy players. So yeah, I agree.
When he's aging, is Jorge Mendes. Jorge Mendes ain't gonna allow him just to sit there forever on the bench.
But he's not good enough. That means to start.
That's fine. But Hamza, it is what it is.
Martin, no, you can't spend Sheikh Mansour 150 million and get away with
so
it.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to set up a protest and do Sheikh Mansour out?
There's something wrong with the football club when you're spending money.
Are we going to be blaming the match going fans for that one as well?
One second. If I've got this heat in there, there's a problem. And I keep.
Oh, show me a radiator.
If I get
what's a radiator got to do with football?
This is the radiator. It's not working, and I go keep buying. There's something wrong. I'm buying the wrong thing. Who's selling me this radio? Who's this guy that's going there?
Hamza, the guy who bought those 3 players has left the football club because you want it to be. Oh no, you want to blame Diana because you've got a downer on Diana at the minute. You've got
dropping some names. Little breadcrumb there, Mr. Warp.
No, I didn't mean him. I was talking about a guy from Stratford.
Oh, Mr. Kobe Mainu.
See, now I never mentioned that name. You mentioned that name. I never mentioned that name. You mentioned that name. I never mentioned him.
Wharton's a good player.
No. We don't need Wharton. We don't need Wharton. We need this system needs Baleba. That's all. End of it. Just pay the 100 million.
By the way, whoa. You do realize because I don't know if anyone's worked this out, we are going to need 2 or 3 homegrown players in the summer. You do know
just promote 2 or 3 young.
No. You don't just promote 2 or 3 academy. We're not doing that. I can't put John Stones out. John Stones out and I bring a kid in. Don't work that. You are weak.
Okay, I understand it. Okay. Martin, I understand that. But the priority is just pay the 100 million for Baleba. That guy is so suited for our system He will be unbelievable.
Anyway, can we just wait? Bloody hell. We're about 4 or 5 months off transfers.
And I know that. I
Jesus,
know
how
that.
about
I know
games?
that. I know that. I know that. But he is the missing. He's a missing.
I can't do
piece in our
transfers
midfield.
anymore.
How
I can't do
let's
transfers
we'll
anymore.
talk transfers
How-
in
how-
January,
how
guys.
do
We'll
you
do
Okay,
it,
think
I
okay,
know
guys,
that. I
guys.
no. I know that. I know that.
You guys-
But
Prediction
no,
against
he's the missing
Arsenal. We
piece
need
in our
prediction
midfield.
against Arsenal. I need to go around. I need to
no,
hear
we're
this.
doing
No,
Arsenal
we gotta
stream
wrap. We
tomorrow.
gotta wrap this up. I gotta go. So
Prediction quickly.
Final thoughts. Real quick.
Prediction.
Forget transfers.
Kel,
Just
Kel,
final thoughts.
prediction quickly. Just go around. Prediction against Arsenal. Kel.
Okay,
I
fine,
hope
prediction.
City win. Hamza, I need the old Hamza back. I need Hamza smiling, not
This is what I'm
panicking,
saying.
not doing all
Oh
this.
my God.
Hamza,
Give me the prediction. What's going to happen in Man City? Simple. Martin, you normally predict. Give me
a
the
prediction for what? The game or the
Arsenal game. You
season?
just said they're gonna win.
Arsenal, Man City. What's the scoreline?
I've said
Go on.
2-2. I think it'll be 2-2.
Okay.
2-2 or 2-1 setter.
2-1.
We
City.
won't lose.
Kel,
We won't
Kel,
lose.
We won't lose. I remember this.
I'm gonna
Kel,
predict a draw, but I don't.
See, this is what Hamza does.
One
Then
second,
Hamza
one
ups
second,
a, Hamza,
gonna say
no,
why.
Kels, to be careful, because he opens up a space
No,
on
one
Sunday
second,
afternoon
no,
about
I'm not-
about 7 o'clock, and he'll go, I got told by Kelster, Martin and Mateus that we were winning, and they were so confident
Yes,
by
I am.
7 o'clock.
Yes, that's what he's gonna do. Yes.
As long as Mateus shows up
No
drunk in the
mistake.
space, that's all that matters.
No, what's that? So,
Mateus, am I wrong? Am I
No,
wrong?
you're
That's
right.
what's going to
That's-
happen
I
at
don't
7
listen to
o'clock.
half the
You're
spaces, so I don't
absolute
know.
No,
spot
I
on.
tell you me. I tell you me. I'll tell you
That's
that.
how he
100%.
does.
Martin,
Absolute
you
spot
said we're
on.
gonna win, or we're not gonna lose. Fine. Kel,
Ooh, gossip.
Kel, I want to remember.
Hamza, I was one of the only few who said
I'm
we'd
gonna say
smack
this.
those
I'm gonna say
Reds.
my score.
Hamza, I told you we'd smack United. I said we'd beat Napoli, and
Yeah,
everyone told
I
me I
give
was
you that. I give you that. You know, Kel, what's your score like? Give it.
I'll just say 1-1.
1-1.
I'm just not ready yet to predict a win.
Mateus, what's your
It's
score
okay.
like? Prediction.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hang on, Mateus,
You
do it.
guys, we're gonna do a preview show tomorrow, so
do you
save
know
your
what?
thoughts. and
Kelster,
You know what?
just before you go, switch it back to him. Hamza, what's your prediction?
Yeah, Hamza, what's your score
I'll
prediction?
give my prediction. I'll give my prediction. My head says 2-2. My heart say 3-2. Sir.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think,
Hamza
Hamza?
prediction.
We'll
Come
wrap
on,
it up
Hamza.
on Hamza's pick.
Come on, Hamza, tell us what you think. Put you on the spot. Come on, Hamza, because at 8 o'clock on
we
Sunday
need to
night,
do
I'm
that.
going to
We need to
open
do
a
that. Yeah, we
space.
need to do that. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm gonna say
Hamza,
this.
Hamza,
I'm gonna say 1 second, and I'm gonna be clear. We're not winning that game. Definitely, we're not drawing that game. This team, I just don't know why. It's the first team. It's the first season I'm going there, and I'm thinking,
Oh, you're going to the Emirates.
we're going there and as an underdog. And I think,
are you going?
I'm sorry to say this, if we get a win, I'll be so shocked with these players. I'll be so shocked. I want to win. I'm so scared. I think we lose 2-0.
no, Hamza.
Okay, that's it. So
Listen,
Hamza, all
I've
right,
never
we got
said
our
in
prediction.
my life.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah,
I
I've
really
never
gotta
said
go.
I'm
We'll
scared.
do a
I'm
preview
really
stream
scared.
tomorrow. I think we're discussing it. We'll figure it out later. But thank you everybody
I
for
hope we
joining,
beat
and
them.
we will see you next time.
Please smash those likes, smash the
Yeah,
likes,
like
and
and
if you are
subscribe.
new,
We're trying to
please
get to
subscribe.
5K, so every bit helps.
Yeah,
And thanks,
subscribe to the channel.
thank you for the
Make
super
sure
chat,
you
Amar. Thank you, appreciate
you
that. And
follow
thanks to the
Mancunia
panel.
Way as
Bye.
well. Yeah, we're probably gonna do space.
Pride. I
Yeah,
want to
Hamza, open a space up and continue this dialogue. Okay, guys. All right.
No. I'm
night,
going
guys.
to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm tired.